Welcome, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 130. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I am one of your co-hosts, Andrew. I make this show Midori, and I'm joined tonight by the classy douchebag, Mike McLaughlin.
I'm not allowed to talk
I'm glad you realized.
Oh, no, I knew it. I did that on purpose.
And we also have the beast from the East, Dean Marchese.
Hey, man.
Liking that shirt, man. Liking that shirt.
Thanks. Thank you.
Was it intentional?
No, it really wasn't. It's you know what? I don't wear the shirt that often, and I literally just grabbed it this morning. But I did have the thought as I was walking out there, I was like, they're going to think I wear this because fucking Pokemon.
Well, yeah.
However, we'll get to it.
Good,
Hold on.
Good story.
For the Pokemania right now. I also have a few things to say
Mine's
about
not going
Pokemania.
where you think it's going to go. It's spawned off. It's spawned way off. You'll see.
Well, here's my early Pokemon-related story I want to say. My parents were over today.
Oh, God. Tell me they're playing.
No, they're not playing.
Oh, okay.
They're not playing. I don't even know if my brother's playing, actually.
No, your brother's one of the anti-Pokemon people on Facebook.
I think he was...
There's three people that are anti-Pokemon Go, and he's one of them.
There's so many.
I think
for
he's
you?
just
See, I'm
anti
lucky.
how crazy it is, and I agree with him on that.
I get that, yeah.
I agree with him on that, and we'll get to that later on. But they were, over and, looking after Eevee and whatnot, and I was going through Netflix, and I saw that, once again, front and center, because of Pokemon Go, they're now pushing the animated series.
This is where mine's going.
Okay.
I'm in so deep, dude.
Dude, I've been there. Me and Danny have been watching.
So I put on the first episode for my dad, and we just were cracking up at how dramatic
bad
it is.
So dramatic.
It's so dramatic.
It's so over the top.
It starts off bad.
Yeah.
And it gets so good.
Yeah.
I fucking love that show, dude.
Me and Danny have been watching. We've watched through I think they only have like the first 2 seasons. Like they
Here's
have
what's fucked
all through
there
Victory
are
Road.
82 episodes.
Right.
Okay.
And it says season 1.
Indigo season, right?
Right.
Is what it's called. They put 52 of them up there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm glad I looked, because I would have been so pissed off if I went all the way through 52 episodes and
Right,
cut
and then
me off.
and it just stopped.
That's
Well, they
messed
used to
up.
have it all through to Johto.
Something tells me they're going to bring back the rest
Yeah,
of
I'm
it.
going to bet you they will. But they had through Johto. Me and Danny have watched through that like twice, and we're back
They
in it
had
again. We
X
just got
and
to
Y
the
up there.
Ghost ones.
No.
They're terrible. We tried to watch
I
that,
didn't watch those.
and we can't. Like, even she's just like, I don't like this. Like, they sound... Like, Ash sounds like a 15-year-old black kid. Like, it's just really
interesting.
weird. Like, it's just... It's They changed the voices so much. Like,
Sure.
they didn't even try to stay... Like, listen, like, there is a distinct difference of voice, like, of tonal range that you can have.
Yeah.
And Ash in the cartoon that we grew up with sounded like... I think it actually was voiced by a
Sounded
girl.
like a 30-year-old woman.
It is.
It was
like a
voiced by
15-year-old boy.
But it was.
I know, that's why I'm saying that.
So it's a dramatic difference. So like we can't even watch it. Like even Pikachu, it sounds like crazy different. So anyway, I don't know where I was
Messing
going
up
with
the
that,
Pikachu, huh?
but They messed.
Can't
They
go
I'm pretty
fucked with
sure it's the
Pikachu.
same cast still.
Huh?
I'm
In
pretty
X
sure
and Y?
it's the same woman and the same woman doing
No.
Pikachu as well.
Well then, I mean, maybe she just changed her voice, changed and everything.
She might just be doing something different. Or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Well, so since we're on it, so it started with Pokemon Go, and it is now like, just like really. Here's what Pokemon Go did for me. It's not doing what it's done for everyone else, which is like,
Yo, you're the opposite. I know exactly where you're going.
facing
with
my
this.
phone like Pokemon Go. Like I liked it a lot. Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah.
played a lot of it all week, and now I'm kind of done because like
Yeah.
we were talking about it. It's like a pain in the ass.
Oh, dude, it sucks
If you're
for
not
us.
out and about, and
If
then,
you're
like,
not willing to spend money.
Or
if
no,
you're
no,
not
no,
willing
not
to
even
spend money,
that.
and if you're not constantly
have
like
to.
out, you know what I
If
mean?
you, so I don't how many. Like, do you know if anybody lives in the city? Like, I know you know. We know.
Yeah, I know
Pat,
some,
right?
Yeah,
but
sure.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I have a lot
know
of friends that live in the city, and more so like people that like my friend Joe Forte and a couple people like that, and Sean. And because they're in the city, you have Pokestops at every fucking corner of
Yeah,
every single
that's
block.
not the case
So
here.
like my buddy's at work, and there's 3 Pokestops that you can hit while sitting in his office.
I
And
really
it's
shouldn't
just, like,
complain. Because I have a Pokestop literally right across the
See,
street
I
from my
don't-
work.
Can you hit it from your work?
I can just about hit it from my... I just need
Really?
to go outside and like walk to the corner.
Oh, I need to
can't-
smoke.
I can't do anything. I have to either go outside and like get on a bike or like get in my car and like
Right.
go. And, like,
You know where the soccer fields are?
it's
That's
a
the
pain in
closest
the
one to me.
ass. It's like it's
Yeah.
a huge pain in the ass. So I'm kind of falling off of it. But what it did for me was like bring me back, dude.
You know what I just
And I was like,
imagined?
dude, I
imagine
remember
Dean
this.
walking down here today and he like lost 30 pounds.
Just something like gotta catch them all, dude.
He comes down like so thin and gone. Like Pokemon, man.
I
The
was-
Pokemon.
I was like super into it. I liked it a lot, but yeah, it's just bringing back like why Pokemon is all like
So good, yeah.
What it did is just give that revelation, like, oh yeah, like kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot, like I have lunch, I don't have to cook today. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Same kind of thing, but like, oh yeah, Pokemon's fucking awesome.
Right.
And so like I started watching the show, and like I'm in, dude. Like
That's
not
why
in Pokemon Go, just in Pokemon in
like
general.
even like the games, like that's why I was so excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon, because I remember like the excitement that you have is the same excitement that I felt when I saw the release of Sun and Moon. Like as soon as
when
I saw that, I
started
was like, dude,
the first
like, I need
episode
this.
and I remember they started off with
the
the Game Boy,
yeah.
and I was like, shit, this is
Right?
awesome.
Nostalgia's good there.
And
man.
then it was funny because I was like thinking the same thing. I was like, this really is so bad.
Yeah.
But then they get to the one where Pikachu like finally steps up and like the herd of Spearow are coming. It's like lightning and thunder.
Yeah.
And Pikachu jumps. I was like, all right, I'm in, dude. Let's
Yeah.
go. We're doing
When
it.
Ash is standing there like, I am Ash Ketchum from the Count of Donuts. I'm just like,
incredible.
oh my god,
It's
dude.
incredible.
You're so corny, man.
It's so
Oh my
corny.
God,
yeah.
it's
It
so
is corny, but
entertaining.
so good. But we have so many Pokemon Go stories that we'll get to throughout the
Mm-hmm.
show tonight, and maybe we'll just continue with that in open discussion later on. But yeah, how you guys doing? How's everybody doing today?
Very well.
Everybody doing good?
I had a good weekend, yeah.
Quite pleasant.
Yeah, I had a good weekend.
Went and
too,
saw
with
that
Evie.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Oh
how'd you
yes,
think of it?
please talk about it right now.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty much exactly what I was expecting. I think it's going to be pretty much what you're expecting.
Bridesmaids,
Yeah.
but Ghostbusters.
Bridesmaids, Ghostbusters, the CGI, the ghosts, all that stuff is kind of getting like compared to like Goosebumpsy, like Haunted Mansion, and that's fair. It really is like, but that's not really why you're there. You know what I mean? Like the ghosts in the original Ghostbusters weren't all that. Like they're a little creepy, but it's not. It's very yeah, it's very much like Haunted Mansion-y. The ghosts and the CGI and stuff. It's what you would expect. Holtzman, Kate McKinnon,
Yeah.
is the fucking
Yeah, here she
showstopper,
steals it,
dude.
yeah.
She's so funny, and I won't spoil it for you, but the scene from the trailer where she pops out the sidearms and licks the gun,
Yeah.
the sequence that follows that was a legit one. I was like, holy shit, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that.
It's funny,
I have a
yeah.
question-
I had
two
some good
questions,
laughs.
actually.
I thought it was, there's some jokes that don't hit, and overall, it's an okay movie.
Our worry was, well, like, I remember we were talking about, like, with the trailer, I can't remember the woman's name, the black actress that's in it.
Leslie Jones.
Yeah.
Leslie Jones. Our fear was that they were going to overplay her being.
No,
like,
she's funny, and she's
Okay.
not
And-
really like overused or overplayed. She's funny.
Is she
Yeah.
stereotyped?
She kind of stereotypes herself, like
Right.
in her own comedy, like in SNL and stuff, like her own stuff that she writes. That's the kind of stuff that she writes. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah,
it's-
so-
it wasn't like anything different than that. She's really funny. Honestly, I thought
What about McCarthy? Is she
she's
over the
fun.
top?
She's funny. She's not that over. She's actually more subdued of that character that she
Okay.
normally plays.
Which
That's
I'm
one of the
really
complaints
hating,
I
like,
heard
the-
actually about her character is that you're so
Yeah.
used to her being like the
Chris
goofy,
Farley.
crazy
She
one.
doesn't really
She's
stand
trying to be
out.
Chris Farley.
Yeah, and she's not in this.
She doesn't really stand out. Her, and I thought they could have done just something more interesting with her, just to make her pop a little bit. And then Kristen
Evans.
Wiig,
Oh.
I thought was like, I don't know,
Bland.
like they really kind of underutilized her, like ran a comedy. Like she's funny, like
Because
when
we were
she
thinking
gets, like,
that
quirky,
at one
she's
point, we
really
were like,
funny,
is she going to
but-
be like the Bill Murray type character? And
No,
but
that's
none of
the
them really
thing,
fit the
they're
mold.
not
That, like none of them are really any of the
yeah.
molds. That's what I'm hearing a lot.
The cameos, some of them are kind of like all
Yeah.
right. Some of them are really good.
Evans.
I was actually a big fan of Dan Aykroyd's
Okay.
cameo.
I already saw that one because they actually revealed that in one of the teaser trailers. I was
Did
surprised
they
that they
really?
blew that. Like, or blew
I liked that
yeah.
one
I didn't remember
personally.
He's a taxi cab driver. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I like that one, and it's funny in the moment just because it's like
So on the
it's
nose.
so New York. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's so New York.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's like a C plus.
Okay.
You know what you're
We're
walking
seeing it in
into.
the theater though.
I
Did
think
you see
so.
it in 3D or regular?
I don't like 3D. I don't see
Okay.
anything in 3D.
I'm not big on 3D, but I do know like some movies really are like, listen, it's good. You actually might want to see it in 3D. Like, you
Yeah,
appreciate
I
it.
heard that about this. Yeah, I heard this really good in 3D.
Maybe so,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm kind of down on 3D at all times.
Oh, I think we might have just got
that Greg?
Hi.
Hold on.
Hey.
What?
Oh, Greg, hold on. Make sure you
he's-
fix your mic first. Your mic is scratching out.
Are you driving? Stop.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute Greg for the moment on your guys' end.
And
we
you're
can
out.
still hear him, but Greg, make sure you fix your mic first. Now we don't hear Greg at all.
And he's
Sure don't.
gone.
Sorry to anybody who just had their eardrums bursted. Okay, you're good
There
now.
we
You're
go.
good. Let me bring you back.
Yay.
Okay, you're back now, and you sound okay now.
Thank you guys.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that you're showing up in the scene as well.
Sorry, I was stuck with a customer at Michael Kors
There
because
he
they were
is.
from England and they said that the bags are much cheaper here. So they do
Happens
my
a lot.
Was that it?
all right.
That's a good way to return to the show, Craig. We were just talking about Ghostbusters. Dean saw it, thought it was like a C plus, thought it was pretty good.
To answer your question, I mean, we all like going to the movies. If you're one of those people who are like, it takes a lot to get you out to the movies.
Oh, no, I go for as much
then
as I
rent
can.
it at home when it comes out. But people like us, I say yes, we're going to see in the movie.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that.
I'm seeing it on Tuesday. So.
It's
That
funny.
said-
You're going to get a couple of really good laughs.
Please
The
do.
game, avoid like the plague.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
The new one or the
The new
2009
one.
one?
The one. It's not, apparently from the consensus is, it's not a bad game, but it's maybe worth $5-10.
The quote that
it's-
I've read on the internet was like the Holocaust.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth
That's what I was saying.
is super funny.
I keep
Yeah.
saying, I keep
Chris
saying Evans,
Hemsworth
that's
is
why.
funny as shit,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. He was a show stealer, and Kate McKinnon as Holtzman.
Yes, my
Kate
girl.
McKinnon as Holtzman is easily the best part of the movie. She's going to get... Her career is going to get propelled after this.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
Now-
might be seeing it tomorrow with Danny. I'm not
The
sure.
disappointment already that we're seeing, though, is that it only made $46 million this weekend.
I'm not that surprised. It's going to be like...
An uphill battle.
It is what it is. Like, I'm not trying to over or undersell it. It's decent. It's a watchable
Do you
movie.
know what the budget is, though?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's
Take a
a
guess
lot.
what the budget is.
I
There's
Nobody's
a
saying
lot, there
anything.
was a lot of CGI, so... 150 million.
Very close. 155, yeah.
Nah.
Spray is right there.
I mean, do you think that's a big risk?
Yeah,
That's a
man?
huge risk.
That's
yeah.
a huge risk.
That's a
So
huge
what we're
risk.
saying is, everybody go and see it now,
I'll tell
and
you
then
what,
go see it
though,
again tomorrow.
The word of mouth on it, I think, is going to be pretty good with like a casual audience. People in my theater were like clapping
That's what I was
and
going to ask.
cheering.
Okay.
Yeah.
And laughing out loud and like clapping and cheering when it was over. I was
Like,
like,
it's fun.
That's the thing. Is this
Well, I
like you
didn't see
guys
that
that are
coming.
complaining? It's not really for you. I'm sorry.
It's not, no.
It's not.
Like Rick was really down on it. He really said he didn't
Yeah.
enjoy it, but that's again, I don't know. Like I don't know what it was that took him out of it, but the general consensus of everybody else that I know has seen it, besides Dean, has been like it was fun. I liked
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah,
it
well, that's
wasn't
that's the
a great
exact way to
movie. It
describe
wasn't
it.
like Star Wars, but
No.
it was like I had fun. I'm happy that
It
I
was-
spent
that's-
$8 to go see this movie.
that's how to pin it. It's a
Right,
fun
whatever.
summer movie.
right.
You're
Greg,
gonna
are
get
you
some
seeing it
laughs.
this week?
I'm seeing it Tuesday. I'm seeing 4 movies tomorrow in the theater, actually.
Jesus,
Holy crap! Yeah, I'm seeing it Tuesday
Are you
as well.
working? What are you doing tomorrow?
I have off 2 days this week, and
Oh,
Tuesday
nice.
happened to be one of them. So, not tomorrow. Tuesday is what I meant to say, sorry. But I'll be seeing 4 movies Tuesday. Mike and Davey Wedding Dates, Ghostbusters, that new scary movie, Lights Out.
I heard that's good.
Yeah, me too. I'm hearing really good things. And then there was another one that I'm forgetting.
Nice. You'll have a lot to talk about during our next Lights Up show.
Oh,
A
I
lot
already
of
have
good,
like
Nice.
a lot of good looking movies coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good trailers.
Did you get the Monster Calls? Monster
I did.
Calls. That looks good.
That was
Which one's
awesome.
Yeah, it's based on a book, and it's directed by the same guy who did The Orphanage and The Impossible.
Mm.
You don't need to hear anything else?
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm in.
Do you actually? You seem like you're being sarcastic.
No,
right
no,
now.
the
Okay.
orphanage is. I love the
Oh,
orphanage.
The Orphanage
What-
is great.
now,
Yeah.
were there
And,
any-
yeah, you really like that
Yes.
too. I know.
Were there
love The
any
Orphanage.
illustrations in that book?
I have no idea.
Or
But
was
they-
the monster on the cover or anything, you know?
I have no idea.
Because it is just
Treebeard.
Groot.
or
Just straight up.
or Treebeard.
And so much so that Jen even turned to me, she was like, is this Marvel? I was like no.
It's Groot if it was
She
Liam
really
Neeson.
was like asking. I was like, no,
Yeah.
it's really not.
Liam Neeson is the voice of the monster that looks like
Nice.
Groot.
Yeah, but that movie looks great. Moana.
Visually, yeah. Oh, Moana looks
Moana
great.
looks fucking awesome.
Which one's
Yeah.
that one?
The new, it'll be the new
The
Disney
Hawaiian
one?
Princess.
Disney animation.
Yep.
The Hawaiian one, right?
Yeah, with
That one I'm
with,
really excited
The Rock.
for.
It's-
Yeah.
that's
It was
when
our
Jen
trailer
Young-
of the month during our Lights Up episode recently. Yeah,
Man,
we
that
were
movie
really
looks
fond
fantastic.
of that. Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Let's get into the crux of the show here, guys. We got a lot of people in the room. We're already at 40-something
43.
in the room. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. This is the Level Up Show, gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, please make sure to follow the show. Hit that heart button at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show. We will shout you out. You'll get notifications whenever we go live. You can also check us out on all the other channels that will be scrolling across the front of the screen. YouTube is a big one. Check out all the archives of everything we do there. Big ones now are IODP. It only does PlayStation, and the Lights Up Show, now pre-recorded only on our YouTube. So go to youtube.com/the Level Up Network, subscribe, like our videos, comment on our videos. We'd love to get your feedback. Otherwise, you got Patreon at patreon.com/the Level Up Network. That is a great way to support us monthly. Or if you just want to do a singular donation like Tobes did today with his $10 donation.
Thank you, Tobes.
Thank you so much, Tobes. Go to levelupnetwork.com/donate. It'll be going towards our studio camera. Right now we have it set at $1,500, but of course that is tentative until we know exactly what the camera is. We will be as transparent as possible with you when we figure out what it's going to be. And we will tell you what it is. We'll tell you the price. We'll tell you if we need a lens for it. We'll be clear when that time comes.
Yep.
2 things.
Yes.
1, Power Up's coming back tomorrow. We have
Yay!
the computer is fixed. The show is written. We didn't die.
All right, Donald Trump.
It's coming back.
Coming
It's
back.
coming. It's
gonna
fixed.
be huge.
We're gonna
Got it all
make
fixed
Power
up.
Up great
It's gonna
again.
be-
It's
gonna
coming
be
back.
huge.
I'm excited. Well, because we had what happened the one week, Greg? The holiday. Was it the holiday
July
weekend?
4th weekend, and then Dean's
And then my
internet was down
computer
the other
fucked
week.
out on
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
But we're coming
So we're
back.
coming
It's going to
back.
be a bigger and better show now, guys.
It's gonna be really good. It's Comic Cons next weekend, so we have all kinds of stuff coming out like before the show, and then we're gonna have all kinds of Comic Con stuff the next show. Second thing is next weekend, Saturday,
Yes.
big day.
Big day.
Got everything we need for the PC.
It's a $2,000 day.
It is a $2,000 day,
That's what that is.
and we're building it. Right? It's
Yeah,
happening.
we're building it.
23rd next Saturday. We're doing it.
yeah.
Big things are happening.
Speaking of that, Greg, while I have you right now, before I forget, if you can get back your work schedule on the 23rd, since we are going to be doing the building the PC stream that day instead, I hope you have enough time to get your shift back if you wanted it back.
Wait, what happened?
On the 23rd, I remember that you changed your shift so that we could do our pre-recorded episode, but since we're going to be doing the building the PC stream instead, if you can get your shift back on the 23rd, go for it.
Okay, I'm looking now. I'll update you guys.
Okay.
I completely forgot before we get started. I wanted to give you something that
I
has
saw
taken me
this.
a
That's
while.
so funny. I saw this at GameStop.
I've been waiting for this for a while.
What's happening?
They
Did
didn't have the other
Kristen
one.
text you about this?
No.
That
This
is
is what I was
so
going to get you for your
weird.
birthday a while ago.
Okay, so
And
I was at GameStop in the mall, and I saw this. I
Oh,
was like,
really?
oh, that's so cool. And Kristen's like, I can't believe nobody's gotten that for you yet. You're like Nathan Drake.
right, well, that's so they have another one that was like a limited edition. That's what I was waiting for, but they ended up messing that whole thing up, and they never made more of the limited edition one. But I was like, all right, I'm going to at least get it for him now.
Nathan Drake, Uncharted 4, added
That's
to
a
the
nice
collection.
And I got it, and,
Drew, we're
and Dane's
matching.
like, is that Andrew? Is that Uncle Drew?
Hi, there you go.
I was
I'll
like-
take it, man. If I can look anything like that guy when I'm 35 years old, that is a win.
It's a good goal.
That's a win right there. That guy's that's a hunk right there.
Yeah.
Hunky peach of beef.
Whoa.
Hunky peach of beef.
All right, let's get into the only non-official, non-gaming portion of the show, I should say. It's called the Level Up Show. Has no game. It is 3 non-gaming topics at 2 minutes each. Are we ready?
Born.
Go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go for it.
Do it.
First up, X-Men. You really wanted this to be a part of our Has No Game. So I'm not sure why you're excited about this,
I'm not. I want to fucking shit on it. I
but
wanna
there's
shit
going
all
to
over
be
it.
another.
Not sure why you did the Halloween music either.
Yeah,
You don't remember the beginning? That's the beginning of the thing. It's just one single note. Like
Turn it down a
cars.
notch. Turn it down a notch. Okay, so a new X-Men original series is coming to television. Fox, is that what it's going to? Is it going to be Fox?
Something shitty.
There's
Well,
already
Fox and Marvel.
Here's the thing. There's already one on the way. It's called Legion, and that's
Mm-hmm.
coming to FX, and that's going to focus on Professor Xavier's son. I think is what I'm reading. This one we have no idea what
There
it's
was
going to be
another
about.
one, Hellfire, but
Yeah,
it,
but that
it
was. I think it's
canceled.
gone.
I think this one's actually going to be focusing on like
Which
the
we'll talk about
parents
tomorrow,
of a
actually.
mutant. Is that what I read right?
Yeah, correct.
Like what? Do you have any
I don't
hope for
know.
this?
I'm-
What's going
No,
on?
I
here?
have none. We actually have a whole thing on this in Power Up tomorrow, but yeah, it's about parents of a mutants, and they have to go and join like an underground team of mutants. It's gonna suck. It's gonna get canceled, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. It's gonna be real bad.
doubt.
They need to really chill their dicks with
Right.
the superhero television.
Yeah.
Like it's not being thought out as well enough as some of the others. Like
Not only
Flash,
that,
is
like,
super
it's-
well thought out, and they have the budget now.
not even
It's
just
overdone.
superhero television, but if you're gonna do the superhero television thing, don't make it about dumbass nonsense. Like
Sure.
now, Sci-Fi is doing Krypton, which is about Superman's grandpa on
Yeah.
Krypton before it exploded. Like, who the fuck wants to
Well,
watch
here's
that?
what
Not
sucks about
me.
that. Is that one was talked about a long time ago. So it's just taking them forever to put that out. You know, for
They're
everybody
trying to get
see.
the money to fund CGI version of Octopussy for that.
Yes. But what sucks, I mean, what sucks in general is just it's
Never
overpopulated.
forget.
There's too much superhero stuff going on. Yeah, we already have too much in the movies in many aspects, and now TV's getting overrun as well. And realistically, there's only so many that do it okay, and the other ones are really just overstaying their welcome.
Yeah.
Yo, so even the ones that started out good aren't good. We don't need more, and it's losing its charm because it used to be a cool random thing that you never saw before.
There's not one of these superhero shows that I watch because they just.
That's because you're the
Flash
worst.
is the
Flash
only
is
one.
The best
That's the
thing
only one that
on
I
TV.
actually enjoy. That I
Tell me
watch.
what, dude. Season 3, jump on board now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
All right, so check this
This.
out, guys. This is our first look at Pennywise the
Oh, I haven't
Clown
seen this.
Oh, you didn't see it yet?
No.
in
Oh,
the
this is
the new
awesome.
version of Stephen King's It. He's
don't
being
like
played
that.
by
Eyes,
one
dude.
of the Skarsgård brothers.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think
He
Mike.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Not-
playing,
not
I thought he was being
Alexander.
played by
No, not that kid. They dropped that kid.
They dropped the kid?
They dropped
Yeah.
like everything, dude.
Wow.
It was
Because
supposed to be
of
Cary
his eyes.
Fukunaga as the director from True Detective.
I would see
It was supposed to
this.
be 2 rated R movies. Now it's 1 PG-13 movie.
Huh.
Yeah,
It's-
so I'm a
I
little
don't like
fearful.
Yeah.
He looks
Um,
insane.
He does look really good. The biggest problem I have is the rating. Yeah, it was bad enough that they were good, that they already brought it down from 2 movies to 1.
Yeah.
And I don't like when they do that, but it makes me even more worried now that it's going to PG-13.
Here's my concern, and I think this is just because it's promotional material. It's trying too hard to make him look evil. Like,
Yeah.
what was so scary about Pennywise in the original is that he's
wasn't,
he's a
yeah.
normal-looking clown until his
I mean,
jagged teeth come out.
He looked
Right.
pretty fucking
He
scary.
looks
man.
creepy
He was just
because
a
Tim
clown.
Curry is creepy.
Yeah,
Shit,
sure.
yeah, that's 100%.
You know what I
I
mean?
want to watch that again.
Like, otherwise, there's nothing
I've never
like
seen it. I've only watched clips on YouTube.
overly malevolent looking about him, and
We
there's
should do
even
that for a
parts
movie
like
day.
that in the when he's looking in the sewer where the kids actually think he is like a joyful clown, and they're
normal.
fooled
Yeah.
by him, and then he turns the table. You
What's
know,
his deal? He's just a murderer?
he's a demon, is what he is.
He's a demon.
Yes. Have you
What's
never
his
seen it,
deal?
I've never
He's
seen it.
just a
I'm not a
murderer?
horror movie guy.
dude? It is like it's terrifying.
I've
Yeah.
watched clips on
Jesus
YouTube and I was
Christ.
just kind of like confused and not
we
really
need to
that
do a movie
scared.
day with this.
Yeah.
That I think would be.
I
really
watch
good.
whatever you guys put in front of me.
Well, here's the thing.
honestly.
It is not a movie.
I will,
It's
I just
actually a
love
mini
movies.
series, and I
Right.
think it's like 6 to 8 hours long. So it's not like a 2-hour movie that you can quickly.
This
go
is
through.
not?
Yeah.
No, the original.
The original was a miniseries.
on TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was.
That's
on
why.
TV.
That's why I'm annoyed that it's going to be
The Tim Curry
one
one was a
episode.
series? I did
Yeah.
not know that.
It was
I
on
thought a
ABC
movie.
or something. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why it's a little limited in how far it can go.
Usability,
Right.
You know, but it's still pretty scary.
Yeah.
They do a good job with it. Final topic. So new Rogue One behind the scenes footage and poster. I thought this looked
Really
so
awesome.
good.
It's so cool, yeah.
Greg, you seem really excited. Why don't you start us off here?
Everything about Rogue One is just making me more and more excited because it's like everything I wanted from Clone Wars and now Rebels, and the animated shows just put into live action.
They're actually bringing Clone Wars characters over, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is amazing too. So Clone Wars characters are going to be appearing in this, they said, and then they're trying to get some of the Rebels characters, but we don't know where
What's
this
his
will
name?
lead the Rebels characters.
Who's
But
playing
they're going
them?
to bring some of the ones that kind of fell off of the show and went off on their own into the live action space now, which makes me very, very excited. We could possibly get Ahsoka Tano. Fingers crossed, kids.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know
She's
if we're
the
gonna
only
do that
real
though.
character that like I'm like hardcore championing from the cartoons.
But
I
they
love
did
Ahsoka
say that
Tano.
there's gonna be no Jedi Knight. She's not technically, but I mean, still, it's
I don't care. I don't believe anything they say with Star Wars.
that's true.
Here's what I
Really
felt when I was
can't.
watching this. Going off of our previous trailer reaction, I really liked it, but I could understand where you guys were coming from and saying that it didn't quite feel like Star Wars, maybe. This time around, I think it totally feels like Star Wars.
It had
The
a-
behind the scenes stuff, but it's
Yeah.
behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
but that's the movie. I mean, what do you
I
think?
don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not though. Like, it's not because we saw most of this stuff,
The
and for some
problem
reason
was
behind the scenes, it feels like
presence
Star
of
Wars.
it was the presence of the movie, the way it was presented.
Yeah.
it was something in the cinematography and the delivery of what was actually shot didn't feel as Star Wars to me.
And
Like,
don't get me wrong. When I was saying that, I'm saying that trailer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I very well might sit in the movie and be like, oh,
This is
great,
one
this
of
is
the Star
this
Wars.
is it. But
Right.
Just that trailer felt that way to me.
I just like I'm looking at it and all the practical effects and the
Yeah.
monster
I
designs,
was really
if you want
impressed
to call
with
that.
that. The practical stuff is really, really impressive.
They seemingly are going even further with the practical stuff in this than they did with
yeah,
Force
the
Awakens,
Force Awakens
Yeah.
in general,
which
yeah.
I think is great. I mean,
I'm glad that's still kicking, man. They need to really.
I think the best quote was what the
those.
director said on it too, which was really, really exciting for me. He was like, if I try to stay to the formula, then it won't be as exciting for you guys, and I want to make it exciting for me too. So I'm gonna
Right.
try to
Right,
put
I like
all
that.
this
I like
and
his-
try to-
yeah, he
I
even
love
said like
that
it's my
one.
favorite movie of all time. But like
Yeah.
if I just come here and do the same thing over again,
Yeah.
like that's
Not gonna have
that's
the charm.
yeah, it's not going to be anything new.
Seeing more and more on this, and let's say that Rogue One is a great movie. Does that give you hope for the next offshoot of Star Wars films? What is
No,
it, the
because it's the Han Solo
uh,
solo movie.
Han Solo movie,
Fuck
yeah.
that
Wish
movie.
I could tell you, but it's
No,
not.
not really. To be honest with you, like
I'm really down on that. I really
Rogue
do
One,
not
I've
want it.
always been excited for. I think that's a really cool idea.
I like the
to-
story. I
Yes.
just wasn't sure how it was going to be delivered.
Yeah, but Han Solo
That
movie.
has zero desire for me.
No, yeah, I don't really have zero desire for any of it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None
So
of
yeah,
it.
I kind of think of it like Mass Effect in the sense that like you have these characters and everything, and I don't think like the main trilogies are there to focus on that one family, aka the Skywalkers, and see their lineage throughout all of time and space. But there's so much to that universe, and there's so much to explore. That was my favorite part about Mass Effect was not Commander Shepard's story, but like going off and doing the one-offs and learning about different cultures and different races. So I feel like if they can incorporate that into a Star Wars movie, I would totally be on board with that. That's what made me fall in love with Ahsoka and Clone Wars, and now Ezra and the gang in Rebels. So I have high hopes. for this
Ezra
movie.
and the gang.
A lot of people take that stance. The whole like, but there's so much else going on in that world, blah blah. But the only reason we all care about that world is because of the family that we watched. They were the ones. They're the ones that made that world interesting. So, like, I respect that side of it. And a lot of people do feel that way. But, no, man. I'm down for just regular Star Wars. I want to know more about what happens. I love the fucking Jedi and the Force and all the story with Skywalkers, and I just want to know more about that, honestly.
Yeah, it's not
You can
really.
still have the Jedi, you just don't need them to be necessarily the Skywalker family. Like,
It's not a
in
mutually
Rebels, they're
exclusive
still
thing
Jedi.
for me, where like I can't enjoy both. Like I'm excited for both.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for this.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I just don't. I'm just saying it's not something I was ever like asking for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now that it's here, I'm like, yeah, this looks cool. I hope it's good.
Yeah, you'll see it in theaters. There's
Sure.
no doubt about
Yeah.
that.
No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to our first community-focused segment of the show. It's called Community Question of the Week. Take it away, Dean.
Our community question of the week. Of course, you can find us on PlayStation 4 consoles worldwide. Is that true?
Yes. Let's just go with it.
Look us up. Join our community. We're going to ask you guys a question every week. You're going to answer it. We pretty much pick everybody. So what do you have to lose? Literally nothing. Here's the question. Which video game series do you think would translate well to a mobile environment, i.e. Pokemon Go? How would the series work on mobile? Here are the responses we chose this week. T. Brinkman. Splatoon. Same premise as the game on Wii U, but claiming territory in the real world for your team. That's actually a really
good idea.
That's one of the
Really
best
good
ones I've
idea.
seen. I didn't. Wow, can you imagine? Like everything is. But
Wow. Nintendo hit up T. Brinkman.
He's got ideas.
He's
really
got
cool.
the ideas.
Can I spin off of that real quick?
Yeah, what do you
though?
got?
What about the Blob? Do you guys remember that game?
No.
Kind of, a little bit.
Everything's black and white, and you're this paint blob, and you had to bounce around and put color into the entire world.
Well, same idea.
It's the same idea. Well, Splatoon just kind of like the world's already colorful and everything like that. You're just claiming that that color, like your team orange. So this room would be an orange hue. Whereas the Blob, it would just there's no color. So you're coloring the world with your color. I don't know.
No, I think in like the Splatoon type way,
I like
that's a
that.
good idea. I like the idea.
Like
reclaiming
Splatoon's the
territory.
best thing I've seen so far.
Yes.
Well, that's the first one. So
No, I've seen
that
a few
makes
others,
sense.
but yeah.
I haven't read any other ones. Lunar Striker said, I wonder if... I hate you so much, dude.
Wait. Can we spin off the other day? I said something to him, and in the chat, and before, like, as I typed it, I hit enter. I was like, "Holy shit, Dean's gonna get so mad at me for what I just said because of the way you read
I
things."
forget what you said, but I was like, why
Are you the way you are? Like, it was just like I knew, like I can't say the same things I say to you to him because you'll read it one way and he'll take it like in a different direction. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, he's gonna get really pissed off in a second.
I wasn't pissed off. It was a thing where I read it and I was about to say it back and I was like, Lunar Striker said, I wonder if the Order 1886 would work as noir mystery side stories. The world is a 2D side-scrolling adventure. There are branching viewpoints of characters. Story is linear, but lore-filled.
He had multiple comments, and I had to choose one. I'm sorry, Carlos. That was Carlos there.
I don't understand.
Kind of
I
like maybe
understand.
like Assassin's Creed Chronicles in a way. Is that what I'm getting?
That's how it would be a mobile, like Pokemon Go? How would it work? I don't understand.
I mean, well, we just wrote mobile. We didn't say anything like Pokemon Go. We just said like a mobile game in general.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying to say that it would be the same as like taking it to the real world. I don't think he's trying to say that. I think he's just saying maybe it would work and maybe it would be successful.
As a mobile game?
Yes, as a mobile game. Okay. I think that it could be
Like I said,
good
it's-
if they do a good job with
Right.
it, but I don't think
You got the grapple now.
idea in general is like the compelling idea where everybody's gonna jump on this and it's gonna be like the next big
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
I think the Splatoon idea
So you
is an
read the
idea.
question wrong and you answered totally
No, he did
wrong.
not. You did nothing wrong, Carlos.
I'm just kidding, man.
Thank you for your comment.
They know how this segment works by now.
Dean trashes you is what happens.
I read your shit and I make fun of you. Jen Cannon 99 said, I would choose Mario Paint. It had an unofficial sequel in Mario Paint 64. Using the touchscreen to draw pictures in Paint would be a blast. Wow!
That's what made that one.
Yeah, it's so good. So what's the game?
I think
What's
it
the
is
mobile
pretty
game?
much draw something, but Nintendo themed.
This isn't like Pokemon Go.
We're trying to think of like that's why Splatoon was perfect.
But Splatoon was the perfect answer.
That's the only one that really matches
You
what I
guys
was thinking for the question.
Blew
Right,
it. You guys all
You guys-
totally blew it. Way to go.
Guys, it's okay. It's okay. Daddy's mad.
We asked the questions and then we're like, no one's responding yet. Maybe they don't want to get fucking made fun of by everybody.
This was kind of a tough question. I will give it to you guys.
Yeah, it is a
This
tough
involves some thoughts. A lot of thought.
And T.
actually.
Brinkman made you all look worse just because he started off with like a bang.
Yeah, maybe I should have put that as the last
That's
one.
tough. Michael Ekman responded with,
This is a bad one.
he's bracing it.
Get ready for this.
And it's like, 'cause I like Mike. Like, he's awesome. He's such a cool guy.
I love all of them. That's not. It doesn't
No.
matter.
It's just
You could be my mother. I'm still gonna make fun of
of
you.
you.
Michael Ekman said, "Portal. You'd wear the phone."
No, sorry, postal is what he meant.
Postal.
Yes, I think he misspelled it. I think he said postal.
But it says portal.
I think I copied and pasted it, but it's postal.
Okay, so postal. You'd wear the phone in a Gear VR and having a sort of AR experience running around.
I don't know what this word was supposed to be.
Fucking on women?
I don't know. Beating on women? I don't know. But beating came up on foreigners. So
Beating up foreigners and lighting police officers on fire? You should be ashamed of yourself right now.
I can't believe you put that in there, given what happened today.
We only had
Asshole.
4 comments.
Wait, these are the only 4 answers we had?
Pretty much.
What
God.
the fuck are you people doing?
Michael Ekman, you're fired.
Hold on, no, everybody else is fired. No one answered. We had to pick something. I mean, we shouldn't have picked it, but
Maybe
we had to
he
pick
means
something.
Maybe he means let's fill in the blank here. Let's try and make this a better
the
comment.
fuck, people?
Maybe he meant
I don't think I want to fill in that.
charming on women.
Did he write those stars?
It blacked out what
so
he said.
there's no fucking way.
I'm just trying to turn this, man. I'm trying to turn this into a nice
You could
comment.
turn that, but beating up foreigners and lighting officers on fire is still going to be
Nah,
there.
there's no coming
There's
back
nothing
from
you can do
that.
about that.
How about we turn it around into something good? All right. One of the better ideas I heard outside of our community, because our community is fucking silent.
Wait, do you think it's still Portal?
That would be the worst Portal game in the world.
It sounds like Portal to me.
Sounds a lot like Portal.
Sounds like Portal to me.
Was Elder Scrolls. And you choose your alliance, you choose your race and everything like that, and you go around and you discover, because in the game, you get, XP and everything, which is discovering locations and stuff like that.
It's pretty good.
So, that was actually a pretty decent one,
It's
too.
pretty good.
It's
I like it.
pretty good.
What about like not Far
Good.
Cry?
Good.
What's
Keep
the other
going.
F one? Fallout.
Fallout?
Yeah, and you walk around and like gather resources.
So it's
all
kind of
around
like Elder
town,
Scrolls,
like,
isn't
get
it?
your,
Yeah.
No.
I think you guys are on the right track. Like, RPGs make
You
sense.
go.
Yeah.
You have to go when you hit certain locations, a la Pokestops, right? You're able to gather resources, and then when you get home, you can keep building up your base with those resources you find out in the world. That's my idea. Not
Evan Hare, I think, is right. I think it was pissing. I think he was saying pissing on women.
Pissing on women.
I honestly think that's what it was.
not much better.
Dude, you know what's funny? Michael Ekman is one of our oldest viewers.
Yes.
He was around, since the apartment
Big
days.
extra life
And he's
supporter.
so entertaining. I never would have expected that answer to come from him.
He does
What's
that
his
kind
handle?
of stuff.
Oh, I know that, but, and especially when you're talking to him,
Yeah.
you don't expect it. I haven't played a game with him in a while.
He's got a
but,
dark sense of humor. That
What
guy.
is, what's
so
his
funny.
handle in here?
Dude, he hasn't been in the chat in a while because he lives in Sweden.
Yeah.
So he watches
that
the
that
archives.
explains everything.
What?
No need.
they're,
Swedish.
they're neutral.
Swedish.
What?
Hid
Right.
says, would like to see an Uncharted mobile game. I mean, who doesn't want to be Nathan Drake in real life and go on adventures collecting treasures and whatnot? That makes sense. Collecting
I like
treasures
that.
in the
That's a
real
cool
world.
idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it. That's
Tomb
a cool
Raider,
idea.
whatever. Yeah.
it's a good idea.
It would need to be expanded, of course, but I like the general thought of being a treasure hunter in the real world.
Like the idea that I feel like the one thing that makes Pokemon Go really lasting for a lot of people is the fact that you get to pick teams. You pick sides and alliances, and as annoying as it fucking is that everybody fighting about it, dude, I'm fucking Team Yellow. I don't give a shit. I don't give a
not-
shit if you're red. I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna
if
tell
you're
you what the hook
For
is
you,
to
yeah,
Pokemon
but-
Go. For everyone, dude, it's FOMO.
Dude, wait, did you see? Right?
Pokemon
It's
Go
100%.
is FOMO.
Did you see what
on
happened
your
when
phone.
someone put the
It
lore in
sucks.
Central Park and someone said that there was a Charizard in there?
Yes,
Did you see that?
I did.
That's nuts.
It made me want to slap myself so hard I died.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what it wanted to
Oh
happen.
my
much.
god.
And Big Gamer, I'm sorry, I guess I missed your comment. He said Parappa the Rapper, but I'm not sure how it would work
Sure.
as a mobile thing.
No, doesn't matter. It's in.
It's in there.
Love it.
Big Gamer 999, thank you for your comment. Really appreciate it. Wrap us up, Dean.
That was our last one. Remember, guys, follow us
You
on our
ended up strong
PlayStation
there.
4 community, and we'll ask a question every week. You guys answer it. We'll read them on the show and act like the big dumb idiots that we are.
Yes.
What? Why
Go
was
look
everybody
us
so
up.
silent this week?
I don't know.
Hey,
man.
so sometimes it just happens. Sometimes people forget.
No, it's not okay.
It's
Sure it
okay.
is.
It,
No,
it
it's
happens,
not okay.
man.
We
It
have
happens.
900 people.
We
in there.
got
have
4
4
comments.
answers.
I'm okay as long as we get 4 comments.
It's definitely okay.
4 is the minimum.
It's 100%.
If you guys don't hit 4, I will hunt you down
Yeah.
and cut you.
Or worse.
Or get mildew.
I'm gonna make
you're
all the
overseas.
responses, and then we're all in trouble. I write them every week just to see if you see them when you're picking people.
I saw your comments. CSI Miami. I saw it. I saw it, Dean.
That's all I
What
wanted
we
to
used
know.
to do on the spot by ourselves. Is there a section where we can do that again? Because I had a really good idea for one.
I mean, you can just ask a question, Mike. It's okay.
Just
Well,
do it.
no, because you're like, oh, we're running out of time.
We've
We gotta
already,
stick
like,
We are really
way
behind.
behind.
All right, so I was thinking about it. I was looking at Danny because she's getting into the game. She's really into playing Minecraft right now, which
Okay.
is cool. This is our first foray into playing, actual video games, right? So I was like, if I had to help her make a gamer tag for herself, what would I make it? So if you had to choose a gamer tag for your child, now for you it's easy because you have a girl,
Yeah.
so it's a little easier. But for you and
It helps
Greg,
that her name is a Pokemon, too.
right? For you and Greg though, like it's in the air. Is it going to be a boy, girl? What is it going to be?
Doesn't matter. I'll pick a unisex one.
All right, that's fine. So what would their gamer tag be?
Shit stain 31.
Sounds great.
Maybe mine would be like
Greg
Mabel
Burgers
Eevee.
child.
But Eevee spelled as a Pokemon.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like it.
Oh, that's good.
I would name it. If it's a boy.
What?
He's just trying to
Good
think of
answer,
the
dude.
dirtiest name possible.
I don't know. I don't want to even answer the question, honestly. That's my answer. Shit stain 31.
How about you, Mike? What's Danny's gamer tag going to be?
Danny's was probably the Mean Bean Machine because we were
Oh, that's
her
cute.
nickname when she was like a baby and
She
ate
farted a
cigars
lot.
like- No, she got
Gross.
her little bean. Yeah,
No, she farted
a
a
little
lot.
bean.
Just
Yeah, well, dude, she farts all the time. She farted on my fucking arm earlier. It's
She farts.
worse, dude.
Da-
She laughs.
Eevee farts a lot too. It's what babies do.
She's not
Or
6.
Children do.
And she doesn't laugh at it
I
in your
pee.
face.
I'm sure she will. Kristen is her mother.
What would you get mad at?
She will laugh at it.
I'm just going to pee. You guys just skip going.
Dean Ray like screwed it over. He said he would do it shit stain 31. So would there be a name that you would get mad at your kid for making it?
Are you lost, Dean?
Where are you going?
Are you going to be able to find your way out?
There's no bathroom back there.
Just trying not to walk in front of the thing.
He was trying to walk by the green screen and he just got lost. Greg, what would you
Oh my
name
God.
the gamer tag for your son or daughter?
Greg Verga's child.
That's the most boring name I never thought you would say.
Wait, hold
My
on.
PSN name is Greg Verga.
Oh, that's true.
Agent
That
double
is
R's.
true.
Danielle's watching Danny at home for me.
Uh-huh.
So look what she just said.
I tuned in at the perfect time. Danny got so embarrassed that you're talking about her. That's
There
what
we
we
go.
do.
Perfect.
You're the
Win.
embarrassing father now.
Yay, dude. She does it to me all the time.
Well, considering Dean's going to the bathroom, this would probably be a good time to go to a commercial
Commercial.
break. So, guys, we'll be back in approximately 60 seconds. Hold on tight and you plyin'. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 130. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern
Awesome
Time.
numbers.
If you like what we're doing at any point, please make sure to follow the show. We are just one follow away from the big 8025. We will give out 500 XP to the chat room and do a little dance for you guys.
We need 2 more subs just so everybody knows. We don't ever talk about that. We're at 18 out of 20.
Yeah.
Even numbers are fine to me. Right, we have a consensus. Okay, it's like even numbers, 5s and 10s are the
It's a
great
lot of
numbers.
numbers you're spouting out.
It's fine. I just don't like 3s and 1s
There. Okay.
and 7s and 9s.
Okay.
I don't like odd numbers. It's weird for me. I need to see that number go up to 20
I'm sure it will someday.
today.
He said,
What number?
The 18 out of 20. Does that bother you that it's not at 20 yet?
I've literally never thought about it once.
Just agree with me.
Yes, I hate it.
Thank you.
I wish it was 20.
Greg, you agree with me, right?
that's agree is a word.
Damn it. Hang up.
Wow,
Hang
this
up the
is
phone. This is not going well.
not going at all the way you expected, is it?
Guys, you are so unsupportive.
But please follow, sub if you want. That's a great way to support us with a monthly $5 donation to us and Twitch. Or you could do Patreon, which goes almost entirely to us at patreon.com/levelupnetwork. Or if you want every single cent to go to us,
Yeah.
go to levelupnetwork.com/donate.
What is All right, first of all, Johnny asked if I got lost. Evan and Hare asked if I fell in the toilet.
You weren't gone that long.
Oh, I got like a minute? A minute 30?
Maybe, yeah. You just had a...
I peed, I washed my hands.
Here's the difference.
I talked
he
to Kristen
washed
for a
his
second.
hands. The reason that you guys can pee and be back downstairs in 20 seconds
You
is because you're
dirt
dirty
balls.
fucks.
I
Wash your
peed.
hands when you're done, and
I
it
washed
will
my
take
hands.
just as long as Dean did.
I
promise
dried
you.
them. I talked to Kristen. I pet Bogey for a sec.
Right, you're courteous.
And I was
You
like-
say hi to our hosts.
Here I go. Back downstairs.
Here I go again on my own.
All nuts.
Jesus.
How dare you? Dean?
I know. I know.
All right, let's get into the gaming stuff, guys. The
right.
official part of the show for discussion of the week's biggest gaming industry news is called The Level Updates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty far off this time, Greg.
Pretty bad.
Damn it! I tried to come in early.
Yeah, just pretty far off,
Pretty
man.
bad.
All right, first up,
What is first?
Valve has shut down the API access to the CSGO gambling websites. Of course, this was our topic of the week last week. Just Greg and I talked about this one, and I'm very happy to see that Valve is doing the right thing here.
Retweet.
Cutting off access. They should have done this a very long time ago, but better late than never. VG247 writes, well, it's finally happened. Valve has spoken up on the Counter-Strike global offensive gambling scandal. In a public statement, the Steam developer distanced itself from third-party gambling sites. Quote, we'd like to clarify that we have no business relationships with any of these sites. We have never received any revenue from them, and Steam does not have a system for tuning, maybe turning in-game items into real-world currency. That came from Eric Johnson at Valve. This is true, I suppose. The money you make on Steam Marketplace can't be cashed out into your bank account, but must be spent on Steam unless you want to get into the dodgy world of external payments for gifting. That said, it would be disingenuous to suggest that Steam credit doesn't have real value. Anyway, the developer then explained how these gambling sites work. They leverage Steam's open API so users can authenticate their Steam account and inventory, then pull data from public profiles or use information manually disclosed by users. The system also relies on automatic Steam accounts that make the same web calls as standard Steam users. So it's all done in a perfectly legitimate manner, except that it's God, who wrote this? I have no idea what this guy's trying to say.
I can't look at this fucking kid anymore.
Except that it contravenes Valve's terms of use for the Steam API, and that Valve can start smacking offenders. I feel like this guy went to a thesaurus and is like, let me put some big words in here. Quote, using the OpenID API and making the same web calls as Steam users to run a gambling business is not allowed by our API nor our user agreements. To talk about what Dean's referencing, this guy on screen right now, his name is Trevor Martin, T. Martin as he's known, and he's one of the big problems. He's the one that
son of a bitch.
abused the CSGO gambling by creating a site but acting like he didn't own it, and then using his YouTube with 5 million users to bring people to that website and make a lot of money off of them. And some of those people might have been 13-year-old kids, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't even, honestly, like, the shit he did, of course, is, like,
Shitty.
as fuck.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't even really care so much about that. It's just I fucking hate him. His shitty
Just the way he walks.
He looks like a fucking tool.
His piece of shit face and his general like lack of empathy towards the whole thing.
Oh yeah, he has not apologized yet at all.
No, so I've been. Have you guys checked
really smart.
within the last like day or so his YouTube the latest video they made?
Yeah.
And we were like, I can't believe some of the things that people were saying. Like some people were like, it's okay, dude. Everybody makes mistakes as long as you work for them. And I'm like, where the fuck do you live?
Well,
That's
they're probably 10 years old, dude.
I
They have
don't care.
no idea.
And their parents suck. Danny knows that that's not how
No,
things
Danny
work.
does not know. I'm sorry. Danny would be, good for you for apologizing. That's the right
No,
thing to
she'd
do.
be like, I thought he was in trouble. That I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact.
I'm gonna tell you
because
what.
she does it for everything.
The world better hope that we never get as big as we want. Because if we do, and we go to these like VidCons and shit, and I see this fucking kid, holy shit! I'm like, how you doing, man? I'm the Beast and Jerry.
I wonder though. I actually do wonder, like, if people.
Motherfucker.
A lot of people hate these guys now, especially like, what's the one British guy? He's very popular.
I can't remember. He makes like the animated videos.
Jenna Marbles,
No,
No.
not even close.
Carly Montana.
But he's kind of known for being like
That's a porn star.
angry British guy, right? But he's very popular. He probably goes to these conventions that T Martin goes to, but this guy is ready to like.
Oh wait, are you talking
just
about?
kill him?
I'm sure he is, dude.
Destructoid.
No, not him. Not talking about him either.
I can't remember.
I can't. If somebody in the chat probably
I
will
don't
name
like
it at
him.
some point.
I don't like
But
him one bit.
Those kind of people, I wonder if they're like going to see each other and like something's going to go down. I wonder.
Yeah, I don't like him at all. I wouldn't have liked him anyway, and now the fact that this happened, I sure as hell don't
Total
like him.
Biscuit. Thank you, Nine Fox.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. And
You
now
see the
on
video
top
they
of
made of
that,
Yeah.
and then
That's awesome.
so like I wouldn't have liked him. Then he did the shit. I wouldn't have liked him even more. And then he was like, didn't really care about it, and that just really puts the fucking nail in the coffin, dude. Like,
Yeah, man.
I will destroy him.
To finish off, Quote, we are going to start sending notices to these sites requesting they cease operations through Steam and further pursue the matter as necessary. Users should probably consider this information as they manage their in-game inventory and trade activity, the developer added. A warning you should take quite seriously as you have ticked a bunch of boxes agreeing to let Valve take all of your stuff away if you break its rules. It probably won't do that, but if you lose a stack of inventory from a gambling site closes down suddenly, you'll have a very hard time getting it back. So good on you, Valve. Little later than we would have liked, but still, this shuts it down. Doesn't allow these stupid gambling sites to take advantage of little kids anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
Go ahead, Mike. You are up with the next story.
I am.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Oh, thank you. PlayStation once again skipped Gamescom. Did you guys know that?
I did know that. I put together this outline.
Holy shit.
I just figured I would give you some useful knowledge.
Read.
Matt Porter has written for IGN, saying it looks like Sony won't be holding a press conference at this year's Gamescom either. According to Jew Video, a PlayStation France representative told them there will be no PlayStation conference at Gamescom.
You lingered a little bit on Jew.
Yeah. You say Jew Video. Not Jew Video.
I think it's actually Joe Video.
I don't know. I don't care. Just keep reading.
I don't think it's Jew.
This
follows similar news from earlier this week when Microsoft announced it would definitely not be holding a press conference in Cologne next month. Sony also decided the same course of action last year, instead holding its new announcements for Paris Games Week. The reason for this was Gamescom's close proximity to E3. It's also possible that PlayStation skips both Gamescom and Paris Games Week this year in favor of saving all its big announcements for the inevitable PlayStation experience. So there is a poll that Greg Verga will be putting in the chat room for you guys, I believe.
Right now.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg. And it states, which conferences do you think PlayStation should do each year? A, every single fucking one of them. B, GD3, E3, Gamescom, and PSX, also known as PlayStation Experience. C, GDC, E3, Paris Games Week, and PlayStation Experience. Or D, just E3 and PlayStation Experience. That is it, nothing more.
What do you guys think? Do you think they should? I think they should cut down to just E3 and PlayStation Experience and nothing else.
I think Tokyo Game Show.
I forgot to put that one in here. But
I think Tokyo Game Show, because there is a definite need for Japanese influenced games that the American markets don't always want.
I agree with that.
It won't be.
Yeah, I think Tokyo Game Show should be in there as well.
I don't think that they're going to be. If they're going to be at anything, I think it's only going to be Tokyo Game Show. I don't think it's going to be at Paris Games Week at all.
I think just E3 and PlayStation Experience.
Last year it was Paris Games Week instead of Gamescom. It's because they said Gamescom and E3 were too close together, and it's the same this year. I think they probably will do Paris Games Week again this year. It just seems to make sense, but I think they could cut those out and just save the big announcements, man. They
have an entire conference just for themselves.
Yeah, stock them up.
PlayStation Experience. And honestly, they can do all the Japanese games at PlayStation Experience.
If they wanted to,
if you really want to, make it another hour and focus on 1 hour of Japanese stuff.
I think they revealed Ni no Kuni.
It's their conference.
Wasn't that at PlayStation Experience last year? And that's a big Japanese game, one I'm looking forward to. So yeah, I think they can do that. I think the problem is last year PlayStation Experience was a little bit of a disappointment.
I think they're going to come back strong this year because I think they've heard. You know what I mean?
The first year was so big, right? And then the second year, last year was the second year, right? I believe.
Correct.
Yes.
Last year was the second year, and people were like a little down on it because they felt like it was going to be the same as the first year. And I agree. I hope they listen to the complaints and like, all right, we kind of got to come back big and strong this year and improve that we can put on a good show. So I think that's what you're going to say.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be pretty big this year. They're obviously listening to fans, as we've seen by that.
Can they top E3?
I don't even know if you want to call that an E3 conference. It was like an E3
celebration,
fucking bonanza. I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was awesome.
But yeah, I definitely think it's going to be like pretty big.
All right, Dean, go ahead.
Nintendo announced the NES Classic Mini. Awesome. Yeah. NeoWin.net writes, "It's not April Fool's Day. You're not dreaming. This is real. Nintendo has announced the upcoming launch of the Classic Mini, a new and much smaller version of its beloved Nintendo Entertainment System console, NES, console Nintendo system for entertainment. The classic NES is back in a familiar yet new form as a mini replica of Nintendo's original home console," end quote. The company said today In a modern twist on the old school design, the Classic Mini not only features a more compact design, but it will also connect your TV via an HDMI cable. The HDMI cable will be included in the box along with the Classic controller too. I'm going to stop myself right there. Okay. I'm so glad we're at a point in our lives where shit just comes with the HDMI cables.
I know, right?
That was really annoying for
Really,
a while
yeah.
there. I was like, come on. Like, it's essential for everything. Now you get like fucking 12 of them when you go and buy like
I have so
gallon
many
of milk,
HDMI
dude.
cables lying around. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm glad though. They always come in handy. Which will also be sold separately and can connect to a Wii or a Wii U if you want. But more importantly, the Classic Mini console will also come with 30 pre-installed games, including some legendary titles. Would you guys like to hear them?
Go through
You're gonna
every
read every
single one of them.
I'm going to read every one of them.
Just
Do it.
rapid
Fast
fire.
as you can.
Rapid
Balloon
fire.
Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2 The Revenge, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Bros, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch Out featuring Mr. Dream, Star Trek, Super C, Super Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros 2, Super Mario Bros 3, Tecmo Bowl, The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
That
Those
didn't
are
take
all
that long
some
at all.
really good
That was
games.
not nearly as long as I thought it was going to take.
Funny, when I put this story together, I was like, should I put all of them? And then I went through and I read them all myself, and I was like, actually, it wasn't that long.
wasn't
I'm
that
going to put
bad,
every
no.
single one
Yeah.
of
It's
them.
not too bad. Almost all, probably some to all
It's most
really
of the
great games.
best ones that you can get on
Really
the
great
NES.
games. And the price of all this nostalgic gaming goodness, the Nintendo Classic Mini will launch on November 11th for $59.99
Awesome price.
American dollars. Yeah.
How
sounds
happy
awesome.
will you guys be if this sells more units than the Wii U?
Pretty annoyed because I bought a Wii U.
But that said, though, like, I feel like that's the message that Nintendo needs to hear. Am I wrong?
Can I go back for a second to Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Because I feel like this relates. Does it bother you guys at all that Nintendo has become simply a lightning in a bottle company?
Yes.
That they fail for years and years.
I think you know.
And then
about
they
it.
get a lightning in a bottle moment like the Wii,
And
and,
they have
then
a
they go
shit
back to
ton of money.
shitting the bed for another 5 years, and then they get a Pokemon Go. And everybody's like, who gives a shit? Stocks up!
Here's my even bigger.
What the fuck was that?
Here's
First off?
my even bigger problem. with
Pop,
that.
pop!
Yeah. Here's the even bigger problem I have with that. Nintendo has pretty much nothing to do with it. They didn't develop it. They didn't even publish it.
No, they just authorized the use.
They just had the
and
fucking
influence.
name on it. And everyone's like, Nintendo's back. And I'm like, not
That's
really.
not Nintendo. No,
they haven't
Niantic.
done anything
And
yet.
realistically, let's be serious here. Ingress is a better game than Pokemon Go.
Never played it.
No idea what that is.
I looked into it much more. I knew of it before.
Yeah.
And I didn't care that much about it. And the only reason I care about this game is because it has Pokemon in it,
Mm.
Right.
realistically. But Ingress is a better game than Pokemon Go.
I did
And
just
it's
raise the
the same.
roof.
Yeah, you
And
did.
the stocks, too.
Yeah, that bothers me, man. Like, they didn't even... I actually... Because Jem was asking, like, she was like, wait, Nintendo's... I heard Nintendo's stocks went up, like, 30% or something. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, what does Nintendo have to do with it? And I was like, good question. Nothing.
You know what
Right.
they have to do with it? People think they own Pokemon.
Yeah. Right.
And they don't.
They don't. The Pokemon company owns
Yeah,
it.
it's...
Nintendo owns 30%, I think.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not that big. They created it or something like that, and then they sold it off, I think, for the company. I can't remember what it was. It
I
was
don't know.
They
a
still
weird
own like a
one.
20 or 30% stake
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that. But
But, like,
they're
what-
benefiting, don't
what
get me
pisses me
wrong.
off-
Just not as
Yeah,
much
they're
as
Here's
they
the other thing
think.
that pisses me off, and let's
But they didn't make the game,
sidetrack
they didn't
again
even publish the game.
because you kind of went on it. How annoyed? Like I was trying. I even tried to talk to Danielle about because I just didn't want to talk about it off the show with you guys. I wanted to wait till I was on the show, but I tried to talk about it with as many people as possible. I'm so annoyed at Nintendo for failing to see how much of a success a Pokemon MMO would be. That we even have this, and it's such a phenomenon that people that don't even like Pokemon are playing it.
Yeah, but they
How-
can do this for probably 1/30th of the budget.
What pisses me off is like how many fucking pieces of shit games are you going to keep remaking and reimagining in different ways that we don't want, and we keep telling you, listen, Kirby's Cursed whatever the fuck shit is okay, but I don't want it. I don't need it. Yoshi's Woolly World, it's a cool game. It's cute. But you could have given me a remake of the original one, spent a lot less money on the animation of it, and I would have been just as happy. Give me fucking Pokemon MMO. This should, without a doubt, show you how successful that can be.
Oh my god, it would be a monster.
Honestly,
insane.
that would be a console seller.
But they
We're
wouldn't
talking about
make
all the
as much as they are making right now in Pokemon
I've
Go.
never even wanted the Pokemon MMO that everyone's always after. I just want the Pokemon RPG that is on the 3DS, but a console version.
Well,
Why
like even
not,
even
dude?
that, it would be like you can go online, you can stay offline.
Right.
It would be like there is a way to do it the right way. You have the option to go online, you can battle other trainers, or the majority of the game, 90% of it would be your single.
Let me
experience.
take it a step further here. Imagine that the Nintendo NX is solely a
mobile
virtual
device.
reality console, and you are in the world of Pokemon. Literally in the world of Pokemon. Throwing Pokeballs, catching Pokemon, trading with your friends, MMO style,
Or it's not
but
even
also
that,
virtual reality.
It's actually like it's a portal. Someone has inside Nintendo.
Yeah, well, why not? Let's just
has solved space time.
Let's just change everything.
And found another dimension where Pokemon exists, and you actually just turn on the NX and you step through the portal, and you're in Pallet Town.
Pretty crazy.
Also known as the Postal.
Pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, why do you call it Postal?
Because we are mixing up Portal and Postal today, obviously. But I'm really excited for this. I think it's a great idea, especially at the price of $60. It just bothers me that Nintendo is back to doing well again because of one thing.
Yeah.
His says Pokemon MMO would be a hit years ago, not now. Do you not look at the news and see the craze that people are going through for Pokemon Go? Like, I feel like that is... I knew how big Pokemon still was just because of years ago when I worked at the GameStop, and I saw how huge it was for releases. If this has not shown you how big Pokemon still is, I don't know what you need to see.
Right.
You know, Pokemon
I like you, Hids. I like you a lot, but I think you're very, very off. Sorry, Greg, what?
I said, Pokemon's still a big deal, and Pikachu shows his bitch ass up at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade every year.
Every single year, he's a staple in
Right.
Americana.
That's my boy.
Greg, will you reveal the poll results?
I
Sweating
would
my
love to do
balls
nothing.
off.
Dude,
Awesome.
okay, not it's just
You hot as well?
Really?
No, I'm not hot.
I'm super hot. Yeah,
at
you're
me.
not hot?
No, I'm not hot at all.
Yeah, I'm
Here's what
done.
you guys had to say for what PlayStation should do each year when it comes to conferences.
Do
We
it.
had one vote for everyone. We had one vote for GDC, E3, Gamescom, and PlayStation Experience. We had 2 votes for GDC, E3, Paris Games Week, and PlayStation Experience. And we had 4 votes for just E3 and PlayStation Experience. So you guys are kind of siding with us that they should isolate it to 2 or 3.
Tobes.
Save the big announcements, make them big for everybody once or twice a year. Greg, you're up with the final story in this segment.
God bless. Did we read the Pokemon Go story?
Pretty much.
Did we?
It just happens to be the next story.
No, well, this is a little bit more information. Go ahead, Greg.
Small joke. The success of Pokemon Go. USA Today writes, ladies and gentlepods, the mobile game Pokemon Go topped 15 million downloads on Apple's App Store and Google Play, according to estimates from research from Sensor Tower. Available since last week, in the United States, the game features characters called Pokemon. Players capture in the real world using a combination of GPS and augmented reality. Pokemon Go is also among the most heavily used apps on a daily basis since its launch. According to iOS usage data from Monday, users spend an average of 33 minutes a day playing the game. By comparison, the average iOS user spent 22 minutes on Facebook and 18 minutes on Snapchat. What's interesting is when comparing Pokemon Go to other mobile games, it's actually behind in minutes. The report finds users spend 43 minutes a day on mobile hit Candy Crush Saga, while action title Game of War clocked in at a whopping 2 hours.
I think that might have changed, actually, though. I think
Yeah.
Pokemon Go has come ahead of that.
And it's because of one of the updates that they did to the game.
Right.
But guess
we're
what,
gonna have to-
kids? We have another poll in the chatter sphere. Have you been playing Pokemon Go? Religiously, I'm addicted. That's Greg's answer. I've messed around in it a little bit. That sounds dirty. Not yet, but I probably will. Or I refuse to play Pokemon Go. And if you're that person, just get over yourself.
No, but here's the thing. There are people that are like that, and I'm okay with that. In the chat, Johnny Poolside is one of them. He does not... He was like right before the Pokemon generation. He missed it. And he was always in the sports. He never really got into the Pokemon thing. So I get that. He has no desire. He doesn't get how we have, a desire to play it. So I understand that. What my annoyance is the people that are online, like, ragging on the people that enjoy it.
Right.
Like, I have seen, like, hey, why don't you guys go catch a job instead of catch some Pokemon? Like, what the fuck, man? All these really annoying messages like, yeah, you're right, let's just be miserable. Have fun hating on everything for absolutely no reason. What's crazy to me, though, is that when it first came out, Pokemon Go had more daily active users than Twitter did. And I think it was only for the first, 3 days in the U.S. Then it dropped off. But now that it's released globally...
Everyone who's mad about hearing about it
Fuck
is
you.
not a Pokemon master. You guys are pissed because you suck and you can't catch them all. That sounds like your problem.
I do want to shout out really quickly in the chat room. 125 Outlanders followed us tonight, so thank you for the follow. And he also wrote in the chat room, he or she, I don't know if you're a male or female, so let me know in the chatter sphere. But he said, good to see you guys on today, and we are very glad to have you. Everybody else, we do have 70 people in the room. If you are new to the chat, be sure to hit that heart button from any device you're watching us from. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. That way you get notifications for when we're live, and you can always see us when we're on.
For some reason, I didn't get a notification, but thank you also to Atlas875 for the follow. Really appreciate it. Let me make sure that the app is loaded.
And Dragon God, you and me both, my friend. You and
It
me
came
both.
up in the chat, Drew.
It came up in the chat. Good. All right.
Yeah.
I think Twitch alerts is not open here. That's
There's
probably
no
why.
Pokemon in my house.
Shit. I got once in a while. I get an
Never.
Eevee or a Pidgey, and that's it.
There's Pidgeys everywhere.
Dude, our
Everywhere.
town. I
Pidgey
didn't
rats
know
out,
how
yeah.
infested with rats
Rattatas
birds.
and Pidgeys. Yep.
our area is. It's ridiculous.
And it's funny because the very first episode of Pokemon, the anime series, is all about how Pidgeys and Rattatas are like the easiest
Yeah.
Pokemon. So that makes sense, I guess. They did that on purpose.
Yeah, there's none in my house, dude. I didn't even bother opening the app in my house anymore because I just sit there.
I do
and
once in a
just
while.
Nothing.
Did you say you saw a Pikachu though?
I did.
Oh yeah, you can see them. In real
I
life.
haven't seen any of like the big ones.
Dude,
yet.
I've seen
I saw 2
Charmander,
Pikachus.
Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. I keep seeing them teasing me so bad. The other night, I was playing Overwatch with the guys, and I almost ran out of the house for a Charmander.
I would have.
They're like, guys, go. I was like, I cannot ditch you guys. That's not how I play games.
I would have easily dropped my controller. myself.
So what level is everybody?
I'm only 8.
I'm
because
like
there's not enough stops for me.
14.
Okay.
No, that makes sense. But here's the thing. Here's the difference. You have a Pokestop right by your work, right?
No,
Oh, I thought you did.
I have
Where
to
the
go out of
fuck-
my way, Mike. I get in my
Oh,
car
God, you actually have
and I
it.
run a circuit.
Holy shit, he
It's
actually does it.
300 Pokestops.
He actually, dude, I don't even do
I
it.
gotta catch them all.
Here's the thing. I think the difference
It's not
is
understandable.
the first 3 days that I had the game, I did that, but
Yeah.
now I had Danny all week, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to be like we went to the park the other day,
Sure.
a couple times, and we went around to all the Pokestops at the park.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, I'm not going to go.
Well, that's the thing.
With her.
That's what I was saying in the beginning of this show. Is like it's become a pain in the ass to just make
Right.
any progress. That's why I'm falling out already. I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever, dude. That's
Right.
It's fun. I get it. I'm not gonna hate on other people for loving
If
it
we were
because
in
I
the
love it, but
city,
it's like,
I think it would be much more fun. Or if they
Totally.
found a way to implement more Pokestops or anything like that in our area.
yes,
I
I've
do
seen
wanna
2
say-
Pikachu. Couldn't get either of them. The one day the servers fucked out on me. The other day,
Pidgeotto the other
Jem
day.
was driving and she was just like going. I was like, no. I couldn't get it. I also saw a Nidoking.
I had a
Oh,
Meowth
really?
in front of me, but it got away.
I had
Nice.
Snorlax.
I have a Meow.
I had. There've been a few like good
I saw a
ones. where I'm
Nidoking on the way to the movies, and I like tapped it because Jen was driving, so I was like, I can still get it. I tapped it,
the service kicked out.
disappeared off my map. I was like, what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah,
dude?
it's happened to me many times.
I'm level
Greg,
7. How
I
about you,
wanna
Greg?
I do want to say 3 things. Number one, I ran out of Pokeballs for the first time today. Cried.
Yeah,
I
it's
ran
just-
out of Pokeballs,
it's
too.
a
Dude,
bad
all
feeling.
the time.
It's a bad feeling.
Number 2,
I have great
a
balls now.
Moltres event happening in Montauk next week. So if anybody's in the New York area and would like to meet me, I'm going to be in
Moltres?
Montauk.
Oh shit, dude! You want to go up to
Moltres.
New York?
Yeah,
I'm still focused on I've got great balls now.
I do. I got so excited. I don't know what. I don't know what level
think
you
about
got at, though.
think about what you.
Oh, I got it.
I want to
He
make
gets
sure
it,
because
he
he's
gets
going
it.
along. He's like, no, I got great balls. They catch better Pokemon.
No,
Like,
but I did.
And then number
I
3,
leveled up and I saw them and I was like, great balls. I didn't even know you could get them.
Great
if
balls.
you're gonna need those, keep them.
I
Keep
do.
them
I
for
haven't
the
used
fucking
them yet.
Moltres.
I know.
There's Mel with it too. I've got
And
great
then
balls
number
now.
3, I wanted to say that the community aspect of the game is actually really, really cool. Like at my job, I work in the outlets, so
Yeah.
like walking around in the outlets, and I'll just like walk around on my hour break, and I'll like
So-
catch the Pokemon that are in there. And apparently, Pokemon like to gather at the mall, which is exciting. So
Yeah,
like,
they're
there's a
social.
bunch of Pokemon, which is really cool.
They chill
And I
out.
was walking down by myself, walking past the shops, and somebody came up to me, and they were like, "Oh, are you playing Pokemon right now?" I'm like, "Yeah, actually I am." And I started laughing to myself, and they were like, "Oh my god, go to the food court right now. There's a Squirtle." So on my break, I ran to the food court and I captured a Squirtle. It was
That's
so
what's really cool.
like,
Have you
badass.
gone to gyms or anything?
Well, I had a curious question first.
Yeah.
If somebody else gets the Pokemon, does it disappear?
no, everybody has the option.
So, yeah.
in that
So
area.
why is it then that when like a Charizard's in the park and
Because you don't
everybody's
know how long
running
it's
for
gonna
it,
go.
Because it could disappear.
Yeah, it can go
in
away.
general.
but why are people like hitting each other?
Because they're insane.
Yeah.
Because they want to get there before anything happens. Like, I tapped the Nidoking and it disappeared off my thing.
Yeah, but I literally
they're
saw
trying
a
to
guy.
get there.
There's one video where the
And he
guy's holding
tackles
his,
the kid.
Yeah, the guy
And he gets tricked.
tackles him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
The guy like ran.
You know what else is really making me sick? I saw a video of a girl who got hit by a car.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
saw that
dude.
too.
And she said the words, I do blame the game. It took me to the museum and it made me cross the highway. I was like, it took you there and it made you? No, you fucking weren't paying attention.
That's funny.
And then at the end of the video, it even shows you the screen when the game loads. It's like, mind your surroundings.
That's like Michael
and
Scott
simple.
in The Office when the GPS is telling him to take a right turn
Yeah.
into the lake, and he
Right.
does it because the GPS tells him.
Exactly.
I'm just finally watching that now. I blew through like 3 or 4 seasons already.
It's a good show.
No, it's
I
so
just got
good,
past the one where he goes to kill himself or whatever to prove
Yeah.
the safety point.
You're right.
That's where I'm at.
It's a good show.
But no, Greg, good to go to your. Was that?
Especially like for the events and everything. That's why people are so crazy. Like for the Moltres event,
I like
they're
that, yeah,
expecting,
so-
they're expecting like 5,000 people or something to show up, but only one person can get Moltres.
What's kind of
Oh,
funny
wow.
is if you ever go to the Pokemon gym. Oh well, then fuck it. I'm not going up to
Yeah,
New York
that's
for
bullshit.
that. If you ever go to like anywhere there's a Pokemon gym at, like you'll see other people there, and they're kind of like cool. Like I even the first gym I went to was in Washington Lake Park, and there was like these kids hanging out and looking at their phones. I'm like, what team are you on? I didn't even have to say like, are you playing Pokemon? I was just like, what team are you on? He's like, I'm Team Blue. I'm like, oh fuck.
I had an amazing moment, dude. You guys are gonna really like this. I got out of work at I had a really short shift on Friday. I got out at 10, and I'm on my way home, and I had to stop at the post office. So I'm like, cool, I can stop at the fucking post office and get some Pokeballs because it's a Pokestop. The post office on what is it? I don't know, Egg Harbor.
On Egg Harbor Road, right by the hospital, right? Yeah.
And so PJ's is a gym, so they're gonna come over and they get
God.
this gym. So I go
That's
over
like
to
the best bar night ever.
So I go over to PJ's,
my God.
and I'm sitting in the parking lot. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's only one other car in this parking lot. It's an SUV. It's an SUV, and it's this dude with his sunglasses on. And I look over, and he's on his phone, and I'm like, no, dude. And I'm sitting there, and here we both are. Tapping it and checking. And finally,
Oh my God.
finally I unlock it, and the guy's like, he puts his phone down, and he pulls away, and I'm like, yes! The gym is mine!
To wrap it up real quick, did you hear for the social part? Did you hear what they're going to do when they do ad trading?
No, I didn't.
It's going to be all through NFC.
Oh, okay.
So they really want to maximize on the social interaction and everything like that. Which to some people they're like, oh fuck, I don't want to have to talk to people, but that's not the point of this game. So that'll be cool. Like I'll be able to trade you a Pokemon, but I'll have to tap your phone for it. So then that's actually a really cool idea to increase that because the overall community
Man,
has
I
been
can
very
see it
positive.
already now. So he went to tap my phone and he punched me in the face and he stole my
Yeah, man. You don't get to wrap this up though. I'm wrapping this shit up.
shit. Yeah.
You.
No, I have one final thing to say about it. I was blown away at how far it goes as far as the range of demographics.
Oh, it's
because
nuts.
I was at work and
insane.
we'll have people come into our office for meetings and whatnot. And 2 times now, one time it was I would say mid 50s, maybe even 60-year-old woman. We get through our entire Dunkin' meeting, right? We're getting up to leave, and she's like, "So you got any Pokemon in this office?" And I
Oh
was just
God,
like, "You gotta
that
be
is
shitting me."
amazing.
It's really
I was like, "There's no way you just said that to me."
Yeah. There was a girl in my drive-thru who she was like, I just got a such and such thing in your drive-thru, and I was like, put your phone down while you're driving. And she started laughing. She was like, I know, but I was stopped. I had to drive. And she was like, is that so funny? And I was like, I know. It's like my childhood's all coming back to me now, blah blah. And she was like, I know. Suddenly it's so cool to like Pokemon. I was like, hey, it was always cool to like Pokemon to me. And she was like, sorry. And I was like, fuck out of here.
Don't come
You
back.
don't know my life.
All right, let's move on. Oh wait, actually, let's look at the poll results since we talked about that for so long.
Jesus.
It's been long enough. So have you guys been playing Pokemon Go? And here's what you guys had to say. We had 3 people with religiously I'm addicted. We had 5 people with I messed around in a little bit. 2 with not yet, but I probably will. And 2 people also said I refuse to play Pokemon Go.
So we have 2 liars. We have 2 liars who are ashamed
Giant
of
poolside.
themselves.
Giant poolside's one probably.
Let
I
me
bet.
tell you something. Johnny Poolside's right now out front. He just left the show so
Yep.
we can go check a fucking Bulbasaur.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
No, he's not.
He didn't tell me that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
But
I was like,
firmly
wait a
believe
minute.
it. I
'Cause don't check
firmly
the
believe
treehouse.
it. Something's a little suspicious about how forceful he is for not liking Pokemon.
I think he doesn't want to. I think he knows that's a cool thing. I think
He's hiding
trying
something
to-
from us.
He's
And no,
hiding.
Rick, there were no Pokemon in my office.
No, there are not.
I think that's what everybody wanted to know.
Sorry, I ended the story too early.
So wait,
clearly.
Greg, how do you know that there's only gonna be one available to catch?
It was like a thing that was posted in the newspaper, my local newspaper, and it was like,
That's
oh, Pokemon
fucked.
Go, fucking catching your thing, whatever, and it was like events out in Montauk. And it's like basically Montauk is just like it's near the Hamptons, so it's just like beaches and
Right.
secluded. So everyone's like, all right, like it's a secret event, like nobody knows about it, but they put it in the local paper, and then word spread. And then I was playing PS4 with one of my friends from here, and he was like, oh, did you hear about the Moltres event? I'm like, fuck, everyone knows about this. He's like, yeah, but only one person can catch Moltres. I'm like, that makes so much more sense, because I was thinking to myself, like, if all 5,000 people go there, does everyone get a fucking Moltres? Like, that would be too difficult.
I mean, you could run out of eggs or balls.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's probably difficult to catch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna bet you you're gonna need an Ultra Ball, and you probably have to be a high level too.
Can I ask you guys, like, how do eggs work? Because I actually don't know.
You have to walk with them. You put them in a capsule, and so like I just hatched a few of them.
How do you get an egg?
It just happens. You'll get it from the Pokestop, or
Okay.
from a gym, or
And they have to incubate it,
You're
and
gonna start
it'll
getting
hatch.
a lot of them, dude. You'll start getting.
I have like I keep filling them up because you can only carry 9.
I've had like 9 at all times since I hit like.
I finally got a 10
Okay.
10K one though, so
I got
I'm
a
gonna see how that
Kabuto.
goes. Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. I keep missing a Scyther near me, and I'm really mad.
Me too.
All right, we got to move on here. We're falling behind. Pokemania has taken over.
It's nice though.
I'm
It
glad I
really is
titled this
nice.
episode Pokemania, because clearly it is.
It really is so
everywhere.
nice though. Like it's
That
nice that everyone's got like a nice thing to talk about. And, like
Did you guys notice
It's
that we're
just
all
nice.
talking about the same game and we're on the same page about it?
yeah, it's
When
just,
does that ever
it's just
happen?
very
Yeah, it's
nice.
good. I'm not
There's
into it
never
as
been
some
a
people,
game.
but it's fun. It's a good
No,
idea.
it's
I
fun.
like it.
Like even Uncharted, I was just sitting here like hanging out, like I don't care.
Yeah, well, that's your problem.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's so few. There's like there are haters, but there's so few, and like it's just nice that everyone's like, whatever, man, fuck you. Pokemon Go's fun.
All right, so let's move on to our trailer of the week, guys. Check this one out.
Hope we get an Onyx from that.
Hope I get an Onyx too. I like Onyx.
This is awesome.
I'm kind of like on the fence if I'm gonna get this or not.
Here we go.
If I beat Doom, and that.
18 quintillion planets. What? What now?
I just don't know. Very curious how this is all going to pan
My
out.
worry is lasting quality.
Your worry would be lasting.
Nice.
It was so good.
Man, it's ambitious, and it doesn't look like it's improved from a graphical aspect too. It looks pretty good here.
Yeah. I feel like they really grasped onto it. This is what we can do, so let's make it look as good as possible.
Is this the music
Yeah,
from the game?
yeah. It has a band doing all the music for it.
That's awesome.
If
think it's
anybody in the
Fall Out
chat
Boy.
room can remember, please let me know what their name is. They're kind of like a what's it called? Explosions in the Sky type band.
Mhm.
Very like post rock sound.
Like experimental.
M83?
Yeah, not M83, but like that, kind of similar to that. But I can't remember their names.
I really don't know if I want to go forth and get it or not. I'm just worried about having enough there to keep me into it. Like I don't know if I'm going to want to keep coming back over and over
I
again.
hope they release the soundtrack.
Oh, I'm sure they
I
will.
think it's actually
Yeah.
part of the collector's edition.
Yeah, the collector's
Well, I'm
edition
not
does
gonna-
have it. Yeah, and they also have it
you'll
coming
be
out
able
on
to find it
vinyl
online.
even.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'll be able to find it somewhere.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely
I
coming.
don't want to play the game. I just want to listen to the music.
Did anybody say in the chat what the name is?
65 days of static.
That's it. 65 Days of Static.
Nice.
They've got good music, and
I'm
during
gonna write them down.
I want to say PSX maybe they did like a full concert
Cool.
on Twitch, like an hour-long concert during that. It was pretty cool. And also, I wanted to, before going to commercial break, Evan and here wanted me to talk about Stranger Things.
watch it yet?
I'm just going to tell you guys all watch Stranger Things.
Oh,
I'm
my
watching
God,
it this
it's
week.
so
It is
good.
the new best thing on Netflix.
Netflix?
Okay,
so
good.
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
It's so damn good.
It's a
I'm in
series.
love
Did you watch the whole
with
thing
it,
yet?
yeah.
No, I've
Okay,
watched
I
3
was gonna say,
episodes
it's
so far. It's only
I'm
8
gonna-
episodes long though.
8.
Yeah, but they're
I'm
hour
on
long.
episode
I'll watch that.
4. It is probably one of my favorite shows.
I'm excited. I've wanted to
What
watch
type
it, but I
of
didn't
show
want
is
to do
it?
it with
It's supernatural mystery
Oh, yeah.
type thing.
Yep, I'm in.
It's good.
It's like-
The vibe that I got from
like 80s stuff, Dean.
yeah, the
Or,
vibe
like,
I got was like
like,
E.T.
it's-
meets.
it's really, really good.
Cool. I'm gonna watch
what's the,
It's like
Close
E.T. and
Encounters.
Goonies and
Yeah,
Close Encounters.
that's it,
Like
yeah.
it's all those great '80s movies all rolled into one, and it has the
I get
music.
such Goonies
and,
vibes from it.
Sense8.
yeah, like even like the posters on the wall. Like they've got like John
Yeah.
Carpenter's a thing on the wall,
Oh,
and
that's
like just
awesome.
like all these like little
Perfect.
elements
Alright,
that
cool.
really make it
Awesome.
great.
I'm
Every,
down.
I was gonna start
everybody
watching it tomorrow night. I think.
that I've told to watch it has enjoyed it.
Nice.
Like even my parents, my brother,
Kristen
everybody.
likes it.
Kristen likes it. She loves it. She thinks it's great. So everybody watch Stranger Things on Netflix. While we go to this commercial break, hold on tight. Pita Vita, who just followed us, will be back in approximately 60 seconds. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show episode 130. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, please make sure to follow the show. Just hit that heart button at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show, like Pita Vita did, bringing us up to 8024, I think. It says 8023 right now, but I'm pretty sure we're at 8024. So we need one more follow to hit the 8025 and give out some XP to chat room. We had 70 people in the room. We're back down in the 60s right now, so don't forget to share the show, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you can, and see if we can get back up into higher viewers tonight. We also want to thank another donation that just came through. Came from Leroy, who I'm pretty sure is next gen. Thank you so much for your $10 donation.
That's awesome, dude.
That brings us now up to $30 already. Strong. Going towards that new goal of $1,500. You guys are
Strong.
Yeah.
Soft and strong.
Yeah. Left side, strong side.
Charmin.
Yeah.
Also, guys, don't forget to check us out on all the other channels that will be listed. You got YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Patreon. All great ways to support
The
us.
Level Up Show,
Happy.com.
now sponsored by Charmin Ultra.
Yeah.
Check out MySpace for our new album out September 15th.
Our EP drops.
Are you writing that album?
December 19th.
How?
No, we are writing it.
We are.
Why is it that Greg said sponsored by Charmin Ultra, and I really want T. Martin to make toilet paper now, just so I can
That's
shit
fair.
all over him?
Oh, that's crazy what just happened.
All right, let's move back into the level updates. Next up, Hideo Kojima will never stop making video games.
That's
What?
great news.
That's great news.
Maybe.
I think it's great
He
news.
could go Inafune.
He could. You never know. That won't remove his previous work, of course. IGN's Eric Van Allen writes, "It looks like Kojima is here to stay in the games industry." Speaking today at developer Brighton, game developer Hideo Kojima discussed the reason he has stayed in game development for so long in an interview with Mark Cerny. "Every game brings me closer and closer to making what I imagine," Kojima told Cerny. "That's why I could never stop making games." Comments like these come after Kojima's move through the industry, including a tumultuous separation from Konami, publisher of Metal Gear Solid series. Kojima now runs his own studio, Kojima Productions, and unveiled the studio's newest project, Death Stranding, live during Sony's E3 2016 press conference. Kojima recently discussed how he was very concerned this latest project would leak before its E3 reveal. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Kojima said in the interview that he did not want to be in games originally, but he found difficulty pursuing his original passion of filmmaking. That's not a surprise at all. Quote, 30 years ago, I wanted to make movies, but in Japan and in the Kansai region, sorry if I'm not saying that correctly, where I grew up, it was very difficult to do so. Games were a very interesting medium for storytelling, so that's why I jumped in. I feel like it's the perfect fit for him. He would have been a great filmmaker. Don't get me wrong. He has that cinematography down. He knows what he's doing, like when it comes to directing a scene, but with gaming, you can just take it a step further. You can make it interactive and do interesting things, and that's what Kojima does.
I got a little something to
Get
say
Norman
about
Reedus
Kojima
naked.
that might not land with this crowd.
Go ahead.
I feel like he's kind of desperate, and he comes off like
Notice me?
kind of like pathetic to me.
Okay.
Because just because he's like I don't know, dude, like the company like he tries to like make sure I feel like he like people see him with, and like the way he even he tries to like dress like a director and stuff, and like he just seems like so desperate to be like, please let me make movies, like I could make movies, like look at me, I'm so close to making movies, just let me make
Let
movies.
it
I'm
be known
like,
here, Dean's
give it a
last
break,
episode
dude.
was episode 130.
Here's what I have to say about
it
that.
just seems like that to me.
I can totally understand why you would feel that way, but it's not entirely him.
Yeah.
Film directors seek him out as well. Like,
Sure.
Guillermo del Toro totally seeks him out, and before like they even started working together, like Guillermo del Toro wrote about probably Metal Gear Solid 4 or something like that. Like he I don't know how he got this in with film directors, but this relationship's been building between him and film directors for quite a while now, and it's not always because he seeks them
when you
out.
beg long enough, anything will happen.
And same with Mark Cerny. Like, I don't think like Kojima went to Cerny like, please, let's be friends. Like,
Right.
I think that happened naturally.
I
I don't know.
Kojima, I think of him like the loner that you went to high school with, and then you grow up and like they're successful, but like they weren't really friends with everybody in high school. But now they're successful, and you're like, oh, hey, I remember you. Like I feel like that's what he is to me.
To the
Not in a good or
chat,
bad way. He's just kind of there.
No one's off limits for me.
Yeah.
Just so in case you want to know.
No.
Chances are, if there's someone else you guys all really fucking love, I'm going to have something to say about him, too.
You know what? I've always felt that way about Kojima too. He clearly is somebody who couldn't be a film director. So it's like those people that say, like, if you can't do this, do that. Like that's Kojima. Like if you can't be a film director, be a game developer. That's what happens.
You can't be a prostitute. Teach.
Right.
What?
That's a very common saying.
We have that
How
issue
is
a lot
that
right
the
now.
Same analogy.
But what sucks is I feel
Same
like
thing.
he would have been he would have done really well with the type of thing that Quantum Break wanted to do, and what's that other MMO that they tried to do that a couple of years ago? Came out
I don't know.
the year before.
Who tried to do it?
NBA.
Oh, I can't remember what the game
You're not
was.
giving me near enough information.
2K16.
It was an MMO. It was like a sci-fi MMO, but it came out a year before Destiny.
Bioshock.
And it's Defiance.
Okay.
Defiance. Trying to do it where they
fine.
you know
Oh, I
kind
love
of
that
combine the episodic stuff with the game story. I feel like Kojima would do really well with that. But
What
Trying to
was
find out
Defiance?
if Greg was being serious there or
what do you
not.
say?
He said, "Oh, I love Defiance."
Yeah, that one's up there with me with Mag. Love that
Okay,
one.
yeah, you're.
I think it was being
We got it.
serious.
We get it.
Oh, okay. Thank you guys. I'll be here.
Go ahead, Mike. You're up.
Idiot.
We get it.
Let me just stop you right there.
If you haven't been tired of Pokemon yet,
No, you shouldn't be.
you should not be. This is Pokemon
I'm not.
Mania right now, and to continue this conversation, Pokemon Go might become a movie. Directed by
Mike, can
Hideo
I say
Kojima.
something before you read the story? I love your little awkward transitions to make the stories happen.
Oh, they're awful.
They're
It's like
my
a
Oh, they're
dad
terrible.
joke or something.
Dude,
favorite.
I'm the
I feel
king
like
of
you
dad
kind of
jokes.
walk on
It's
eggshells
bad.
until you get to the end of the sentence, and I'm like, yep, this is Mike. I love it. It's always my favorite.
IGN's Lucio Bryant. Man, DJ Scribbles have been...
Yeah, we missed out on
Silent
DJ
this
Scribbles
week.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, he's out DJing.
He is.
He's
Spin.
probably a prostitute, right? Because if you
say.
can't be a game journalist, to become
But
a
in his
prostitute-
stead, Lucio Bryan has come in to
Gets it.
say that thanks to the incredible success of Pokemon Go that has seen Nintendo's shares rise by 10%, even though they didn't do shit. And I think it's actually gone up more than that now. at this
Yeah, it
point.
has, I think.
A lot more. I think 25% or something like that. It was last I looked.
It's gone up too much, is what it
Way
has
too
done.
much. Hollywood has renewed its interest in a live-action Pokemon film. Deadline reports that Legendary Pictures, the company behind the Dark Knight trilogy and Warcraft, that successful thing that's doing in the U.S., is close to securing a deal to land the rights, but nothing has been finalized yet. We've known that Legendary has been chasing the franchise for some time, and although Sony and Warner Brothers were also reportedly in the running back in April. Deadline has also made brief mention of a recent rumor that Chronicle scribe Max Landis was in the running to write the screenplay for a live-action flick. I like him, and I feel like he really got the fucking shit under the stick. With a lot of things that actually happened.
He's the one who wrote Chronicle,
as
right?
well as-
Chronicle's awesome.
Chronicle's good, yeah.
Right, like I thought the stuff was good, and I really wish that they greenlit that sequel. Because I have a strong feeling that the sequel would have been way better than the
American
original.
Alien's really good too. If anyone's looking for a good comic book to read, Superman.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
No,
But to
same
finish
thing.
up, Niantic's Pokemon Go app has experienced phenomenal success in its first week, with Super Data Research estimating it's earned 14.04 million in just 4 days after the launch.
What?
Yes, Greg. That's a lot of money.
Sorry, everybody.
Jesus, dude.
Wow.
Looking around at people glued to their phones on every street corner, it's currently showing no signs of slowing down.
No
It hasn't.
signs.
The servers, by the way, I forgot to mention, fucking blew this weekend because
Yeah,
they opened it up to the UK and I think
that
like
what
a bunch
happened?
of
I was
European
wondering.
countries as well.
You
as
literally
Yeah,
couldn't even
Michael.
open the game in one day.
Saturday was the worst. You couldn't
Hey,
touch
Michael.
it.
Yeah.
What?
Before you throw that packet down, you want to tell the kids about the poll I'm putting in the chat room?
No.
You want to tell people about that?
Is there any desire for a Pokemon movie from Hollywood?
Thanks,
Yes,
dude.
but only if it's live action. B.
Yes. But I want it to be CGI.
Calm it down a notch.
You had your chance. With the right people behind it, maybe. No
Comment
way.
down or
They
not.
will
I
ruin
love
it.
that.
Let us know in the chat, guys. I want to go back to Warcraft for a moment. I was reading about Warcraft, and
Sorry,
even
it's-
with the tremendous success that movie had in China, it is still going to have a loss.
Looks
Oh, yeah.
so bad.
That blows my mind.
Looks
Dude,
really
it's
bad.
terrible. It looks so bad.
Very bad.
Yes,
Do you
it
guys
does.
want to hear something funny?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I listened to IGN's film podcast.
This is not
Okay.
funny.
It is, trust me. They had 30 to 40 minutes about this story about the live action Pokemon by Legendary.
Oh, tell me they did casting.
The whole time, no. The whole time, I guess they read the article wrong or something, or the report. The whole time they talked about it, they were talking about it as if Legendary was trying to pitch a Pokemon Go movie. So the whole time, they're like, well, the reason the game's so successful is because of the social aspect, but like a Pokemon Go movie, like, who would be the person like on the phone and blah blah blah, and I'm like, holy shit, it's not about moronic. The game, dude. Listen to it. Honestly, it's so good.
IGN
if you're on the outside and you know this story, you're like, holy shit, this is awesome.
It bad that I'm not surprised,
dude? It's awesome.
Dude,
it's
they
awesome.
are so off their game lately.
I was so I was like dying.
It's like IGN has really gone down. Like the only thing they're
I
good
knew
for is
IGN went down the tubes when they threw Naomi Kyle out on the fucking streets. With
that was
Yeah.
bad.
That
I
was
agree
insane.
with that. That was just like, come on, could you be more blatantly trying to capitalize on this whole
They
thing?
weren't the
bad.
only
It's like,
ones.
wow.
Polygon did it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know of a website besides Kotaku that didn't do it.
That's the thing. Is like everybody's so trying to capitalize on this right now that like the top 10 stories on every single gaming site right now is all Pokemon. I'm like, oh my god, just go away. Like I'm tired of you already.
Like Facebook is unusable at this point.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so
But
bad.
it's
No,
normally
it is
usable.
so bad. But shit, that was funny. And I was
You know
like,
what's not?
I need to go and
I
watch
was
it.
laughing because I'm like, oh, that's funny. And then like they kept talking and they kept saying Pokemon Go movie, and I'm like, holy shit, they're serious.
They actually think it's a Pokemon
Yeah,
Go movie.
that was fucking amazing.
Dean,
fucking
who's
amazing.
on that podcast? Do you know?
Who was on it?
Yeah, like who? Do they have the,
The
same?
same.
people
It's always the
every
same. It's their movies guys. Jim Vebida, actually a really nice guy. I talked
week?
to
Oh,
him.
and the girl. I
Twitter a
like the
couple
girl.
times.
I like
She
him.
talks about
Yeah,
Game of
he's a nice
Thrones.
guy. I tweeted back and forth with him a few times. He's really nice. And the other girl, I'm Schwartz is her last name. I
Is
wanna
it
say-
the good-looking one that talks about Game of Thrones, or is it the blonde bitch that I hate?
Wow.
No, I actually like the blonde
What's
girl.
with Greg calling everybody bitches?
I
You know,
don't
like, there was a
You're a
YouTube
bitch.
comment
I like
on
what's her name?
our Sony
On our YouTube?
reaction time,
Yeah.
and it was the guy was like, "What is this kid's problem?" And I didn't realize, like, I was like, "What?" I was like, "Was he really that bad?" But then I looked, and then within like the first few minutes, you're like, "Oh, who's this bitch?" And I'm like, "What the?"
No, because she was trying to be Adele, and you're at the Sony E3 press conference. Like,
I don't know to answer your question. It's the new girl.
I like.
She's the Game of
Jim
Thrones
Vebida
girl.
and the
That's who
girl.
it
Game
is.
of Thrones
It's the
girl.
Game of Thrones girl. Yeah, I like her too, and she
Awesome.
has
I love
very good
her.
knowledge of Game of Thrones. Actually,
Yeah, she does.
Yes, true. Yeah.
She does. I like her a lot.
But they don't
I like her a
know
lot.
shit about Pokemon. And
Clearly.
it's super awesome.
Wait, you know
Okay.
what I'm excited about?
Anyway.
The next story.
No, wait. Before we move on to that, how about we talk about the poll before we let them talk
Oh,
about it?
okay.
Are you guys at all excited about this? Do you want it to be live action? Do you want it to be CGI?
I
just
would
worried.
rather, if there was a choice,
Yeah.
that it was
Yeah.
just a CGI, like a Pixar type.
I agree.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
I think a really cool CGI movie from
Yeah.
Pixar or Disney Animation Studios will be awesome.
What
But,
would you do
yeah.
if it was all live action and they did CGI?
I would see that shit.
I would see it
Yeah.
too, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it?
I
Do you
picture
have
it
any
like-
faith in that?
I
If
picture
it's-
it like
if
the
it's-
Jungle Book.
If it's
The Jungle Book?
story that if it's
Jungle
like
Book is
the if it's like the Pokemon story, like Ash,
Oh no, it's a brand new story.
you don't know.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
If it
what
doesn't
is
start with Ash
No.
going, I want to be
Yeah.
the very best.
Correct.
Like
And the
no
song.
one ever was.
Yeah.
I hate
the trailer? It's a dark screen. Like you get a brand new trailer that you've never seen before. And it's just like a little kid. I want to be the very best that no one ever was.
Why does he sound like that?
I don't know. That's why a little kid voice.
Going to
Mike
little
goes,
kid voices.
it's not
Wait, what, Greg? What?
Mike goes, it's not Ash. It's a completely new character. Dean goes, you don't know that.
You just pulled that out of your ass. They literally said it's in very early development. They're trying to get it off the ground.
I didn't say I know that for a fact. I'm just saying like that's my
You
like.
said it as it was a fact. You said it's a totally new character.
You're right.
I know. Thank you. That makes me feel so good to hear that.
Oh, it feels so good.
If it's Ash though, I'm down. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I would totally love to see that. The whole thing.
Your
I want to see the whole
average
crew.
Psych says this, by the way. I don't know if it's just me, but even though when they always talk about Greg being loud, even when he yells, everyone else's regular speaking voices drowns his all out with his loudest exclamations.
That's because I turned you down, Greg.
And you're on the computer.
I literally have you at half volume because I have to.
All right, so I guess I'm the loud one of the group.
Yes.
If I put it at maximum volume, I promise you, average psych, your eardrums would burst right now.
Our community
I
would be
guarantee
called
it.
The Kellers.
Even when he's here, you have to adjust. What sucks is when Greg comes here, Drew has to adjust his mic so that it picks him up enough. So he has to move the mic over, so that it still picks him up, but without Greg being way
It's
too
a
loud.
constant struggle.
I'm gonna agree with Mel and say Brock can suck a dick.
What's wrong with Brock?
I hate Brock. He's such
Really?
a dirty bastard.
Oh, I love Brock.
We know exactly why you hate
Everyone-
Brock. It's because Brock gets with Misty.
So you're a hater.
Oh my god, that is not the.
I
I love it.
knew it, man.
I love it, dude.
Poking the bear.
No, the show is legit.
Look at your
Misty and
reaction.
Ash
It's
meet
so
in the
obvious.
first episode, and
You're
they fall
so
in love.
jealous.
It's the table. Fuck this.
Brock wants to be a breeder. He wants to help Pokemon and heal
And
them and
Misty.
train them.
He wants to breed.
He wants to breathe,
trying
Greg.
to breathe.
Oh
Some
my
children, too.
god! Move on to the next goddamn.
Greg, no, before we can move on, reveal the poll results.
They're in the damn.
Oh, then we're
chat.
talking
Thank
so
you,
much,
Greg.
We could just reveal the poll results.
Alrighty, so we were asking you guys, I don't even know what we were asking you. Oh, about Pokemon film. So we had no votes for yes, but only if it's live action. We had 2 votes for yes, but if it's CGI animated. We had 3 votes yes, if it has the right people behind it. And 1 vote said nope, they will ruin it.
Mel called Brock rapey.
He is kinda rapey.
Wait, got a rapey vibe.
How many
Adjective
episodes have you
ever.
watched?
I mean, all of them in my life.
Right, no, but I'm saying like
just
recently.
right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched like.
Wait till you get
10
some
of
more,
them or
dude.
so?
He's really creepy. Like later on, I'm like, oh, how did I not see how
They're
creepy
all
this guy
creepy.
was?
Everyone's
no,
creepy.
Like Ash is dumb. Misty's just a little bit bitch. Brock is
The
fucking
cop,
creepy.
the cop Jenny, who's always flirting with these young ass kids, is creepy. They're all.
But
fucking
she's
creepy.
not. That's the thing. We perceived it as her flirting. It's just Brock being a perky little bitch. Like it's
She's
bad,
fine.
dude.
Yo,
I
but
watched
on the
that shit.
rails though, I'm
She's
always
fire.
a member of the Squirtle Squad. Your boy.
What?
All right, who's up with the next story?
That would be me.
Go ahead, man. This one fits you.
Telltale Batman release date officially revealed. Telltale has written
Ravialde.
Batman, the Telltale series, will be making its worldwide debut as a digital download when its first episode in August on consoles, PC, Mac,
August 30th.
and iOS or Android-based devices. No, they haven't said when yet.
Yeah, what's given their
I see.
summer
Yeah.
release? Yeah.
Right. The series will be available to purchase at retailers starting September 13th in North America as a special season pass disc. I would like to know what makes that disc special. Is there actually going to be something
I'm
like...
gonna guess you're gonna find out, considering you're gonna buy
I
digital
want
and
a
physical.
Telltale
I don't know that yet.
Batman statue. I want it.
Oh, wow. Surprise, surprise.
I mean,
it's not
I
gonna-
definitely have enough Batman statues for sure.
Yeah.
I don't.
I have like
What if
8.
it's limited edition?
I have like
Maybe like a limited edition
8.
comic with it. That'd be pretty
That
cool.
would be cool. I have so many Batman statues. I love Batman, but like,
How are they gonna
come
fit
on.
Never
in
enough
comic inside the
statues.
case?
I mean, yeah,
question.
the same guy. Sure, you can.
Fold it up.
Debatable.
You can have different statues, but like,
Or
how many
fold
of the
like a
same
poster.
guy?
Just
Because
rolled.
they're all different styles.
That's true, but I mean, they're all Batman, dude.
God, the animation for this is
Yeah,
just
but look
looks
at this
fantastic.
Batman.
It
You don't
does
want
look
that in a
like I love it.
statue in your room.
Yeah, I fucking definitely do, Greg. You got me there.
Thank you.
The disc will include the first of 5 episodes in the season and will grant access to the subsequent 4 episodes as they become available for download via online updates. The series will then be available to purchase at retailers across Europe on September 16th. Suck it, Europe. When
I like
exactly
the
in
face, though.
August will the game premiere digitally? Stay tuned for next week when the world premiere trailer debuts alongside the digital release date.
Are we so excited for that?
Super
I am.
excited. Before I finish the story, do you think it'll be... They were releasing some like cryptic tweets. So do you think the trailer will be this week? You think they'll wait for Comic-Con?
I think they're gonna wait, and Dean, when that does happen, you need to be in my vicinity because I want.
Well,
Okay.
Comic Con starts what? The
Yeah.
18th?
I don't know.
No, 15th to 18th. Isn't it?
No,
No.
it hasn't started yet.
JK and Megan, by the way, what's her birthday?
I'm not sure.
Birthday.
It definitely hasn't started yet.
Very fitting follow there from a Boy Wonder.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I saw that too. I thought he was wrong.
Oh,
And we
I'm
also have a question
really
for you
excited
guys,
for that.
and nobody say a word.
oh, it just.
We have a question for you
I
guys.
see this.
As a September 13th physical
Oh,
release
God
date,
damn.
Wait,
shut
I have
up,
another
shut
paragraph.
your mouth.
I have
She's
another
not done
paragraph.
yet.
I will finish this first, though. As a September 13th physical release date, does Telltale fall into the promised summer window? Simple, yes or no.
Also,
Greg,
side
put that
note,
in the chat.
Do
I'm on
you
it.
or do you not like cherry flavored stuff?
That too.
Why did you not put that in the poll? That would have been a better question to ask.
Because nobody would have gotten it.
It doesn't matter.
For those heading to San Diego Comic-Con next week, we have an extra surprise. On the night of Saturday, July 23rd, you can be among the very first to experience the premiere episode of Batman, the Telltale series, as a special crowd play event on the big screen ahead of the public launch. I don't like this. Join Troy Baker, voice of Bruce Wayne, and host Greg Miller of Kind of Funny, along with some of the Telltale team for an evening full of fun, excitement, and perhaps even some giveaways, as the crowd will be encouraged to shout and direct the choices on screen.
Why don't you like that?
Because
I'm not
you're
a
letting
fan.
an entire room full of big mouth internet dudes see the first episode of something superhero related
Right.
that everyone's waiting for. And I know they're not all signing NDAs before they leave.
Right.
So,
No, I
like,
get that.
why would you do that?
Real
They're all
quick, 'cause I
signing
don't
with
think
the NBA.
real quick, I don't think anybody heard Greg, but Garlic Games' birthday was over. So before we forget,
Happy
I wanna say
birthday.
Happy birthday to Megan.
Yeah,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
I think we
Megan.
should sing it. That's what we should do.
Her birthday
Okay.
was on Friday, so 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, so
Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Greg.
Dear Megan!
Happy birthday to you.
happy birthday, Megan.
Why did we all go to falsetto? I tried to stand out, so I went above everybody else.
I think it was the
Everybody's
Michael
like,
Scott.
"Let's go."
That's what Michael Scott always does. He always goes falsetto with his happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Megan.
Happy birthday.
We love you very much. Thank you for watching us all the time.
I love you the
Hey,
most.
Miss Mel. Nice harmonies, Kappa. I love it. I am noticing that, and I'm not surprised that most people in the chat are saying, no, anything past August is not summer.
I'm not surprised either.
I'm not at all surprised.
Because I'm a
Yo,
real...
you're not surprised.
No, I'm not surprised.
Because
that
I'm a
people are saying
real
that.
human being.
Because everybody
real
else is
pilot.
wrong. I'm the
Can we
only
just
right
say
one in the world.
That was
you
one
sure
of the
are.
most intense arguments we've had in the
I was
going
going
to
to say this right now. You guys are all nuts. Because
We're all nuts.
summer has
Everybody.
always ended at the almost end of September. It's not
Nobody
like the
cares.
beginning of September.
Nobody cares about the dates.
Autumn starts
Don't
in
you
like the
understand?
20s of September.
No, but Drew, you have to
Why
take into
does
account-
everybody suddenly think, no, if it's past August, it's no longer summer? No.
No.
It's because I went back to school.
Because that's
I went
the
back to school on August 30th, so
No,
no.
dude.
No.
Greg, you know how to make a poll, right? First off, can you do the poll?
like the results already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you make a new one. I was gonna say make a new one.
It doesn't matter. The
ask if
people have
Christmas
spoken,
is on-
and Andrew was wrong, and
I
we're
just
all
want
right.
to say that the reason why it
Factually,
ends after
I'm not
August-
wrong.
Factually, you're wrong. As
No,
dumb,
because you said
bro.
everybody
Autumn
knows
starts
that.
this year on September 22nd. Simple,
is dumb.
done, it's over.
That's my birthday.
Wrong
I know
is
when
dumb.
it starts, motherfucker.
Wait, did we see the poll
The
results
day
yet?
the king was born is the day of autumn.
Go ahead, Greg. I just want to see. I know that almost everybody is going to vote for.
Okay.
Okay, there's only 3 votes, but
No, you guys suck.
3 votes for no.
But
But
thank you.
still,
It's
they
good.
were all,
It's good
they
for
were
us.
all for no.
This was how long? This was like a 20-minute argument that we
Yes.
had. And you and I were arguing. We were just like, when is Dean coming back to give the
I
definitive
went
answer?
and got my... That was the same day of the Pokemon gym thing. But I went and got my hair cut, and I came out, and I almost didn't say anything. I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get involved in this. And I got into it.
I hate you all.
It was a good
Gotta
chat.
love pumpkin.
Huh? Pumpkin?
You gotta love pumpkins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do love pumpkin.
Yeah, we do. Thanks,
Yeah,
Greg.
sometimes it falls. It used to fall on my birthday every year, and then
Right.
somewhere along the line, it started like going like a day before, 2 days before. So
Yeah. It's always been late September that autumn starts.
It's usually like the 20th.
I just think
and
it's.
the
I
27th.
don't know what caused people to start thinking that. I assume it has to be school.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's always because of school. Like,
Like
for
people
me-
associate summer with when you're on break, and
Right.
that's not what it is. Summer
Right.
is a season. Like,
Yeah.
No, I get that. And that's what it is. Like school for me, it started towards the beginning of September.
yeah.
Like normal, like for me, like
September
school started on like
sounds like
September
fall.
5th to September
Yeah.
12th, the average.
You know,
That's
here
what
let
it
me
usually was.
rephrase
I'm gonna
something
tell you
here.
what it is. It's
I
the
have
beginning
no
of the
problem.
embers.
I have no problem with you guys thinking that summer ends at the end of August. What I have a problem with is people getting on Telltale for releasing it at September 13th or whatever, and that not being summer. That's summer, bitch. Like,
Here's the thing, though, dude. They know just as well as you know that technically that's right.
Telltale's
that's
a
not what
US
everyone
company,
thinks.
why?
You just said yourself. You're not surprised that everyone thought that.
No,
you already
I'm
knew
not
they
surprised
thought
that people want to like title summer as ending in August.
Yeah.
But I feel like everybody knows, even though they think that way, that like technically,
But it doesn't matter because, like you said, Everybody thinks that way.
Right.
You know it, like you just said. Telltale fucking knows when they say summer, no one's thinking September.
Right, and it's
I don't
it's
think
they should have
no, but
clarified.
this
They
is
should
the
have
first time that's
clarified.
That's like
happened.
saying like that they should not call it fiscal year or whatever because it ends in March and everybody doesn't look at fiscal years that way. No, like that's a business thing.
It's a
But
little
that's the
bit.
thing.
season.
It's
Like,
a
if
little
they-
bit different
Okay, we need to
reporting
quiet down. Sorry,
financials
Eric.
to like game release dates, though.
Right, it's the
When
same
you're
thing.
talking to a
They
bunch
said-
of gamers, you know when you're saying fall or summer, they're
Right.
not thinking September is
Especially
summer.
considering
They should have
we live
clarified.
in an industry where
That's
they
all.
base games like they don't do games in the summer because they feel like everybody's going out for the summer, and then the beginning of September is when they start releasing these games.
But like on top of that though, the digital is releasing in August.
Let me ask you this question. Yeah, that's true. That's
right,
fine.
but we didn't know that.
But
at
I
the
didn't.
time.
I'm saying before, in terms of
Well,
our
you guys should have
argument.
done your research before
Shut
getting
the
all my
fuck up.
shit.
I'm saying in terms of our argument. But let me ask you this question. So you think people will be unreasonably upset, right?
Look
Take
at
No
Toads.
Man's Sky for example.
Like December, January, February is winter.
Hold on.
Boom.
No,
So,
January is
hold
pretty
on a
much the
minute.
start of.
Listen to me.
of
Think about
winter.
No Man's Sky. Say it wasn't coming out in August, right? Say they were like, it's coming out this winter.
Yeah.
And then it comes out in February of 2017. People would freak the fuck out.
No,
Yeah.
they would not.
Yes, they
Oh.
would.
They shouldn't. Then they should go fuck themselves.
No way, dude. If they say this winter, if they're like it's coming
No,
this winter,
that is why you say holiday.
But I'm
Nobody
saying if they
ever
didn't.
says winter because if you say winter,
saying
that means
hypothetically.
next year.
Like, to me,
hypothetically,
to the point of
if they
the whole
say this
September
winter,
release,
you think this
to the whole September
year.
release, that would be like them saying, okay, it's coming out in 2016, and it comes out on like December 28th or something like that. Like if they said that in February, and it's like, oh, it's coming this year, 2016, and it comes out on December
Right.
28th, I'd be like, what the fuck, dude?
Let's cut the shit. They said that shit so they could give themselves as much time as they possibly could and still be considered summer. They knew everyone thought that shit was
Right.
coming August.
I personally, I
It's
thought it was going
bullshit.
to come end of July, beginning of August. That's what I thought. I was like, all right, it's probably going to be like
Rick,
an
I have a
August
big
first
problem with this.
thing. Sure.
Got a big problem with people confusing winter and fall.
I don't have a problem with like,
Guys, when
the
does win-
semantics of it all.
I want to see in the chat.
I'm gonna tell you right now when winter begins. It's
Wait,
at the
stop.
very end of December.
I get that. For you guys,
December.
when does
Period.
winter begin? Type the month. Just put the month that winter
Everybody
begins
knows.
in.
Why bother? Everybody fucking knows it's December. It's December. Winter's
So
December.
you think all of December is winter?
Yeah,
to me,
bro.
yes. It's to me. I've always been.
I
like
don't
that.
give a
How do you deal with these guys?
I don't give a fuck what that calendar says,
like what?
dude.
You see what I'm dealing with here?
Dude, that's why I need the chat to say it. Like, listen. If I'm wrong, I will be like, all right, you know what? Fine, maybe I'm the minority.
Oh, that's an uphill battle. I'll never think I'm
I
wrong.
want to apologize. I don't want anybody to fuck themselves, but
that's the difference between you.
But what I do want to
Thank
say
you. There you go.
is you are
Oh
wrong.
shit, we even got November.
November.
That's
Guess
ballsy.
what, dude? I can be talk-
November?
I
I can
be
actually-
talking
you think
to-
I can be-
Thanksgiving
I
is
could even
winter?
Be, I
Yeah.
could be. You know what?
What?
If someone said
Yep.
Thanksgiving is the
Totally.
beginning of winter, I'd be like,
100%.
I can bend to that.
Thanksgiving is the
100%.
beginning of the holiday season. Is what it
You
is.
are limited to what the calendar tells you.
I'm limited to reality. Is what I'm limited
You're
to.
going by the fucking calendar.
You guys just want chaos, man. You guys are looking for anarchy, and I'm not standing for it.
I don't.
I'm Batman in this scenario. You guys are the fucking Joker.
Wrong. Oh
Please.
shit.
Please. Don't even go down that fucking road.
I've become
You're
Batman.
Batman. Give me a fucking break.
All right, moving on. So, Greg, how you doing, man?
Greg.
What
Greg.
just happened?
Said anything for 10 minutes. He wasn't even involved in the conversation in the first place. Like, he's like, what the fuck is going
You
on?
guys are just so cracked out tonight. I don't know what happened to you. Literally, I feel like all the energy that I normally have is dispersed between all three of you tonight. Everyone in the chat room is like, "What's wrong with them?" I'm like, "I couldn't tell you." I had two viewers whisper to me tonight through Twitch, and they said, "Are they
Some
okay?"
things bother me more than others. You know?
I like how you're the everybody's like, oh, he turned into Mike. There's a difference. Drew apologized for saying go fuck yourself. Me, I'm just like,
Just
no,
like the
go fuck
passion.
yourself.
I like that we all believe so fucking hard about the months.
I don't think we've ever had like I feel like this is one of the strongest arguments we've ever had for anything.
That was worse than like.
now
March
you're sweating.
Madness.
I'm glad. You're
No,
joining the
my,
team.
my cheeks hurt is the problem. We have one more story. Actually, we have two more stories. Like, Greg, take the fourth story here.
Okay. Star Wars Celebration provides new information on EA's games. Star Wars Net writes, Electronic Arts is presenting one of the largest selection of Star Wars games for their celebration panel. Battlefront was the key focus of the event. A lot of emphasis was placed on listening to what the fans want and implementing their suggestions into the game. Most notably, it was said that skirmish mode, or skirmish mode, I think that's
Skimmish, yeah, skimmish. Go with skimmish.
a single player option that
Oh, God.
will be added as soon as next week. The VR expansion for PlayStation 4 players was mentioned as being an immediate focus for the development team, and a teaser for the Death Star expansion was also shown, emphasizing space battles. Bosk and Chewbacca are confirmed as playable for villain and hero for this expansion. The final expansion pack will be called Rogue One. Scarif, I think is the name of the planet that they battle on. And it will be released in the time of the release of the film instead of early next year as initially planned. Gene Urso and director Krennic will also be playable in this expansion. The other games were brought up, but details on what they would add were comparatively sparse. With the Old Republic, there are plans for something big for the autumn of this year. A retrospective showing off the development of the game and the content they've released so far was shown as well, along with the teaser for the next expansion, Knights of the Eternal Throne for Galaxy of Heroes. It was confirmed that Rogue One characters will be added. Another trailer showing additions to the new raid and guild modes was shown. Lastly, the Visceral Games project, a 2018 release window, was confirmed. It's reiterated that the gameplay will be like Uncharted, but other details on the project continue to be sparse.
So I was I don't know if anybody still plays Battlefield or anything.
No.
Or Battlefront.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong one. But it sucks because the game had so much potential, and I was looking at, I was talking with my uncle because we were playing it the one time when it first came out, but like I really was confused as to why like I didn't have any desire to go back and play it. And then I showed him the old games because he didn't know that it was like a continuation. And then watching the videos that people had posted online of the PS2 games, the original Battlefront, I was like, holy shit, why didn't I get this game? Like, it doesn't have that same feel that I really needed to get out of Battlefront. And that's, I feel like, the biggest issue that they had. Yeah. Is they wanted to try to make it more modern and fit in with this whole, Battlefield, Call of Duty idea, where it was chaotic, real warfare. That's not what I fucking wanted. Dude, give me a fucking third-person view as a stormtrooper. It can be shitty graphics, still for current gen standards. I don't care, but it doesn't have the same feel to it as
why were they so against putting in Force Awakens stuff, but everything else are like, we're putting it all in.
Jyn Erso, great.
Why?
Sounds good. I don't get it either, dude. It doesn't. It's beyond me. Their choices.
They were always like, no Force Awakens. No, I'm doing that.
It's only one line in the story, but my actual focus on this was the fact that Amy Hennig's Star Wars game is going to be very Uncharted-esque.
Yeah, that excites me.
I think that's kind of cool. Although she did come out in an interview or a response afterwards saying they took that out of context. I'm not saying that it's going to play exactly like Uncharted. I'm just saying that it's going to have an Uncharted feel.
No, I feel like it's going to be more that feeling of exploration and adventure and just that
Do we know
beautiful
even
look.
Still if it's going to be like, are you playing as a Jedi? Or
I really doubt it, to be honest with you. I'm still really holding on to that, especially with the little bit of footage they did show. That did not look like a Jedi
right now.
I think it's going to be like a Rogue One kind of a story.
Force Awakens was a crap movie anyway?
He's one of those people.
I don't even know. Should we even...
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
I
like focusing on it. He's just trying to start something up.
Dude.
No, I was going to say, I think that it is going to be very much like Star Wars 1313.
Yeah,
that little bit of footage we saw, which did look a lot like Uncharted.
That looked awesome.
It had a cover battle system.
Yeah.
It's just like the jumping and everything.
Sure.
It looked like Uncharted. Which is cool. I'm down for that, man.
Yeah, I'm down too. I would like a game where you play as like a Jedi or something, but the footage from Star Wars 1313 looks fucking awesome.
I mean, like a fully focused Ahsoka Tano game. Thank you.
I mean, how many Star Wars games can you name where you don't at some point use a lightsaber though? Like most of them have a lightsaber,
right?
Yeah.
So why not have a game that doesn't focus?
I mean, I think it would be kind of cool. Imagine if you go through this whole game where it's not that, and then all of a sudden you pick up somebody's lightsaber or something like that,
right?
Have, like a little thing just to give that nod, so it has that little bit of feel.
Well, to answer your question, because it's fucking awesome.
Lightsabers are cool. Yeah,
that's why. I want one, and I want to play with the Force.
Someday we will have real lightsabers.
I would like to believe that.
And that's going to be my zombie weapon of choice, I'll tell you right now.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a smart move right there.
It can be my zombie weapon of choice.
For many things.
Yeah. Thank you, Guitar Freak, for the support. I appreciate it. Here's the thing. I mean, if you're saying that Thanksgiving is winter, all right, that's fine. That's all good.
He also doesn't play Pokemon
Go. I'm just gonna put it out there. You're just denying meteorological science
that Guitar Freak has brought to us in my existence on the show are endless. I wish I could take you seriously, Guitar Freak, but I can't.
I love you, Guitar Freak.
I love you too. I just like to break his balls.
I want more Force Unleashed games.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Would you welcome a new one?
Bring it
up. If they brought it back and like maybe had a different developer do it and refocus it, sure, yeah. That'd be
amazing.
I miss those games so much.
Moving on, we got one final story. We added a a fifth one in this segment. Rise of the Tomb Raider. The release date for PS4 supposedly has been leaked. which is good news.
Yes.
So IGN Seth Macy writes, the formerly Xbox exclusive Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming out November 10th of this year, if a listing on the Italian GameStop site is to be believed. Spotted by NeoGAF user Picchio SSL, the game's listing shows a November release date will be full priced. The PS4 version of Rise of the Tomb Raider is listed on Amazon as $60 USD, but the December 30th release date is more than likely a placeholder. The game originally released in November of last year on the Xbox One, with the PC release date announced at the start of 2016 and then arriving on computer January 28th. So we have a question for you guys. Short little story here, but PlayStation Nation, do you still care about Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Yes.
A, yes, I'll be buying it at full price. Yes, I'll wait for it to drop a bit first though. No, it's been too long and I don't care anymore. Or D, no, I refuse to support Crystal Dynamics after the Xbox One exclusivity.
I'll
Greg,
let you know some bullshit
Here,
right
dude.
now.
Thank you for posting that in there.
Do you know how much
You
money
got
it made on Xbox?
Not enough.
No.
How happy will you be if it makes way more on the PS4?
I used to think that it would, but I don't anymore.
Oh, really? You don't think it's
How-
going to carry through?
How
I think
upset are you
that
gonna be if
people
the
have
second
forgotten
one
about
comes
this
to
game. They don't
PlayStation
care anymore.
But you don't think that
What?
I mean, I think they would be crazy if they forget to advertise, and I feel like people will see it and be like,
You
oh,
might
yeah, it's on
think
PS4.
that, and I don't think you're wrong, but I mean that's a whole like platform of people who haven't played
Yes.
this.
Right, like
Don't get me
you
wrong. It'll sell.
specifically waited to play it on
I
the
have
PS4.
it. I have it. I have a copy of it sitting at home for PC.
Let me
not playing it.
Yeah.
clarify. I used to think it would sell more than the Xbox One version.
Sure.
I don't think that it will sell more than the Xbox One version.
Probably
anymore.
not. No.
I think it'll
No?
sell just fine. They'll get their money, whatever it took for them to port it. They will definitely get all that back. No problem at all. I just don't think it's going to sell better than the Xbox.
I don't think
See,
that's just going to happen
that
again
makes me
either.
mad.
I think they're going to learn their lesson. And I don't think I think it'd be silly not to support Crystal Dynamics because I don't think
Oh,
this was
agreed.
their decision.
No, I don't.
No,
think
I don't think
either.
so either. I think it was more so the on the publisher. There was definitely a deal that Microsoft had that was too good to give up.
So
But
it's not
I
their fault.
really wanted it to do if I would have been so happy if it could do double. Like that would have been amazing to me. And honestly,
Maybe it will. You never
could have.
know.
But
Yeah.
I'm really praying that it does much better on the PS4 because now it's a year. Like you said, it would be even better. Even if they match the amount of sales that they did on Xbox One, it's a year after release, and for the same reason that you're worried about it, that should show them that this was a terrible fucking.
Yeah, it'll be a huge success. And Diclonius, I also agree. That's going to hurt it. And I just think that's really messed up that it's full price a year later.
Yeah, but isn't it still full price on Xbox One? And it's
I
a brand new
doubt
game
it.
for us, though.
I know it's a brand new game, but still, that should just be
I get it, but
fan service on their part to put it at like $40.
Yeah, what's funny is like when I read that and when you were saying it, like I was like, oh man, it kind of sucks. But I was like, does it though? Like I don't know if I
assume
care
it'll
that
have
much.
the DLC. It did have one DLC pack, right? Like a story-based DLC
no
pack.
idea.
If it's full
Yeah.
price with the DLC, I'll be happy. But I
Yeah,
don't
that
know if it
wouldn't
is.
be too bad, but still, I feel like they could have put that at 40, and it would have sold probably a lot better.
I
It's
better be able to
unfortunate.
get my fucking Laura statue with it. I'll tell you that goddamn much because the Xbox One community got it. Dirty.
Oh yeah, I
I could've
wanted to
told
do
you
any of the
that
special
was,
editions or anything.
I could have told you that was going to be a real terrible move right when it happened.
Oh yeah, we all
Should
did.
never done that.
Well, so far, this is just a rumor. Let's not
Right.
forget. This is not fact here.
Right,
It's
yeah,
coming
it's
out
Coming
November
out,
10th.
I mean,
it's
definitely-
coming out winter of
It's
2016.
definitely going to come to PlayStation 4 though, for sure. I think Rick's got a really good point there with Uncharted taking some of its steam away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, everyone on PlayStation didn't play. Like I was saying earlier, like it's a whole platform of people who didn't play it. But yeah, they did play Uncharted 4,
Yeah.
which is a
Which is gonna
superior
be a
game
better
in
game,
every way.
Not
so
according to
it's
IGN.
like,
Yes,
I don't know,
IGN.
fucking sorry on
They also
IGN.
thought that it was a Pokemon Go movie.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, but I still have a place for both. Like I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Oh,
And I
I
haven't
do-
played
I
Rise
do
of
as
Tomb
well.
Raider yet, so.
I do as well, but
There's not a lot of people.
yeah,
that
there's a
feel
lot
the
of people
same.
out there who like.
Oh, it's a
I mean,
copy.
if you're looking for that
Right.
kind of game, Uncharted 4 filled that spot for you and then some.
Rick
They
just
go-
said it's at 40 on Xbox One now.
Okay, I wasn't sure what it was at. Yeah, so that's like I don't feel like $40, but I feel like $50 considering it's a new game. Like I don't see. I get what you're saying, but to me, like again, it's a new game that we never got a chance to play again.
I just say
don't-
40 because I've never seen a $50 game this generation. Everybody
Well,
usually does 60 or 40 or 20.
No, Wii U does a lot of things.
Nobody cares what they do.
Yeah, that's true. And
Literally
also, I didn't
nobody.
know that. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, 60, 40, 20, those are kind of the standards now
Right.
that you see.
The Wii what does that?
Your mic is messing up again, Greg. Could you try
I said the
tweaking that?
Wii what does that? What is the Wii?
Greg, your mic.
It's still messing up.
It's just scratchy.
We can hear you, but it's like crackly kind of.
Okay, just move on.
Just
said
move
the
on.
Wii
The
U-
amount of fucks given.
He said
right
the Wii
there.
U does that. Like it sells games at $50. To answer your question. That's it. You don't talk about
Greg?
it anymore?
Oh, I was making a joke. I was saying the Wii what? Because Mike
Oh,
said
I
the
see.
Wii
Like,
U
you don't
does
know
that,
what
but
the
now the
Wii
joke.
is.
Oh,
is
like what's that
point.
console?
Oh, that was funny.
Mike. Thanks, guys. Keep moving on. Let it die. Just let it die.
All right, and that'll be the end of our level update this week. All right, so let's move on to our second community-focused segment of the show. It's called, Dean, what's it called?
On the pots.
On the Pots.
On the pots.
On the Pots. You guys can submit your hard-hitting questions every week on our Twitter at the Level Up Network. Level is spelled LVL. Just use hashtag on the spots, and you might be selected to be featured on our Sunday show, like this person.
No.
Dear the Level Up Show, if you were granted one gaming-related wish, but in return had to play an epically bad game, would you do it? That came from Diclonius Games. Now
What does that mean?
I want to stop for a second here, and so here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're each gonna list a gaming wish,
Okay.
and it's gonna be up to us to say a game that we think is so bad that person would not follow through with that wish.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's dirty.
The question went away too fast.
Yeah, but I don't get like
What
the
is the
actual-
question?
you're going to be used as an example, Dean. What is your gaming wish? If you had your one gaming wish ever that you would want to come true, what is your gaming wish?
It happened. I'm getting it.
We need a different one.
That's all I had. My whole life.
Is it Batman Telltale?
No,
What?
it's Spider-Man.
No, it's a Spider-Man game.
Okay, now we need to come up with a game so bad that he has to play that he would take back that wish.
Alone in the Dark Inferno.
They has to play.
That he would have to play.
I mean, I already played Gone Home, so that's kind of...
No, see, that's not enough because here's the thing. I knew with you, like a 2 to 3 hour game, no. What you need is like a 200-hour Japanese RPG that's like super anime.
You would be surprised.
Okay, Greg,
Greg, you have to fix your mic. No, we can't. We can't understand you.
It's bad.
You got to unplug and replug or something.
It's all the way bad now. All the way bad.
I muted you for now, Greg, just until you get it right.
Talk.
We still
Nope,
can't
we
hear
got
you.
nothing. They can still see him though, right?
Yeah, they can say that. Yeah. I love when Greg is just like, "Oh, good, yeah." No, we can't hear you. We'll let you know when we do hear you, and I'll turn your mic back on for the viewers to hear. We love you.
Keep trying,
Yes,
keep
you're
doing
the man.
things, so we'll test and we'll go through. But I'm glad that you brought up Japanese because as soon as you said it, it had to be something turn-based, but it also has to be something with social interaction features. So I'm thinking something that has to do with like the ideal thing would probably be something like Halloween-esque, where you have to actually physically go outside and go up to people's houses, like not actually go
It's
up
not
to
a
their
video
doors,
game.
but you have to on your like it has to like a mobile.
So you're just making up a gamer.
Yeah, that's not
Oh,
a video
absolutely.
game.
No, we need to come up with a game that exists.
Here's
oh,
the
it has to
thing.
be something that
Yeah,
exists.
I would like to
Oh,
see you
okay.
guys try, because I'm a fucking wild card. You never know what I'm
See,
gonna
like
like.
you don't know enough about this game, but I think maybe the Xenosaga trilogy. Like you would try to get through that, but I don't think you would.
I almost want to do it now just to shut.
That's like 300 hours of like hardcore.
What are the games called?
Xenosaga. There's 3 of them.
Name one
I'm
of
okay
them.
with that.
Like what's the
No, like
name
it's
of
they're
them?
called Xenosaga.
They're called
They're all just
Xenosaga.
called Xenosaga?
They're Xenosaga episode 1, 2, and 3.
Gotcha. I don't know, man.
I really don't think you would do it.
I can
to
agree
get
with
the
that.
Spider-Man game, yes, I would.
Wait, hold on, Greg.
100%.
Greg, talk.
I heard something.
Nah, we still
Nope,
don't hear
nothing.
you. Okay, so Mike, what is your wish? Your
There's
gaming wish.
literally nothing you could do to stop me from getting to that Spider-Man game.
Okay, we got you.
Wait,
Greg.
there we go.
Hold on, let me put you back on.
Lord.
All right, you're back.
Honestly, it really is the Pokemon MMO. That has been my all-time favorite gaming thing. Like that, I die hard on Pokemon.
So now for Mike, I think it needs to be like a hardcore puzzle game that he just can't finish because he's
See,
not good enough.
like,
Fun fact: I love puzzle games.
But I want one that you can't
That will
finish because you're
break
just
you
not
inside.
skilled enough.
I was gonna pick The Witness for Mike.
No, but see, I actually really want the Witness because I think I would do really well with it.
See,
Oh, okay,
it's
well, fuck
they,
me, right?
like this. No one ever would expect it because I don't really talk about it. But Derek said, "Have Dean play Star Ocean." I watched the trailer and I was like, "That looks
That
kind of
cool, right?
I'm fucking
Star Ocean?
You don't ever know, dude.
That's no. The moment you got your hands on that, you would be like, nope.
Don't know though. I play almost anything.
Dude, you
How
wouldn't
about-
watch the Final Fantasy anime
'Cause
that's
it's
like
so
10 minutes
bad.
long.
Because that's me just sitting there. I'm not interacting with it. You know what I mean? I can't just sit there and watch that crazy bullshit.
Mike,
Here's
are you
the
a
thing,
fan of
though.
the Just Dance?
The Spider-Man game is on the line. You're trying to make me not get to the game, correct? That's
Right.
the object? Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
I'll tell you right now,
All right.
Rick has a better idea than you guys do. That's what I can't do. I do not do well with meticulous hard platforms.
Super Meat Boy. It's a good one.
Cannot do
Good
this.
one, Rick. I'm going to go with that one. All right, so my wish would
Super
be...
Meat Boy's tough.
I already got Final Fantasy VII Remake. That was like my wish.
The closest you could get is probably a horror game.
Okay,
because
here.
I'm such a baby.
Ooh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. I'm gonna say it, even though it's already been announced. But you guys got to tell me a game that you think would make me not play the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good luck.
I mean, you seem
Mass
to have a real
Effect?
problem with getting through Mass Effect.
Yeah, it's just,
But would that really be that hard for me to do?
You tell me. You haven't fucking, you haven't fucking done it.
I don't have. I said I would stream it. And I don't have the HD anymore. The Elgato HD.
I feel like at this point, if you just played through it, we would all be happy.
I'm not even sure you know what the fucking NC7 is.
I do. It's the shit. No, I definitely could go through Mass Effect. That's no problem. That's not even that long. That's probably like 60 hours total.
I think I agree
No,
with
they're
Rick.
not
You have to 100% Borderlands 2.
Is that really that hard?
100%.
Yeah.
It is?
You're
It's
not
a lot,
even
but to get to the Final Fantasy VII remake, he would do it.
Yeah, but
You
it's
guys are gonna have
a
a tough
lot.
time here.
It takes a lot, but it's fun.
No, I honestly think that you would. I don't think he would be able to do it.
Like
I really
skill wise,
honestly
you don't think I would be able to do
No,
it?
not skill wise. I really think that you would be like.
Here's the thing: the only way you're stumping me on this is skill wise. There's nothing time wise that will stop me from playing the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Call of Duty on hard.
Yeah,
That's really that bad?
yeah. It's
One
really
hit kill,
cool.
you're done. You don't get one shot.
You think I can't?
Keep in mind, there are armies of men shooting everywhere.
Let me ask you this, can
Once,
you do it?
dead.
No. I tried it for 3 seconds. I said, "Fuck this, I'm done."
Huh? All right, all right.
Or maybe it's not harder and better. Whatever the top one is, that's realistic, where it's one shot kills. No, it's fucking so
All
hard.
right, I'll take it then. Greg, what is your gaming wish?
I don't know if I have one.
I actually don't know if I could do it, but I play a lot of first-person shooters. You play none,
It's true,
so don't
My
pin
gaming
yourself.
wish-
but you might be underestimating my
Desire.
my skills.
Yeah, I think you could.
like the trophy war showed.
You would have to practice though.
That when I
dude.
put my mind to something, I can
I mean,
can surprise people.
you ask, could I do it? As if that matters. Don't forget who you're talking to.
Oh no!
no,
dude.
I'm saying because
You know
I
what
think that
would
our
be better?
skills are very similar.
Fucking Gears of War
yeah,
3.
I do think you
He
get
has
skill
to-
when you put your mind to. You could.
Yeah.
You could
No,
do
he
that.
has to platinum Gears of War 3.
Gears of War 3. That's so easy.
Or was it 2? Which one was the one that was
None
near
of them are
9
hard.
First of all, you can't platinum a Gears of War game, so let's start
Nailed
there.
it. Nailed him.
100%, yeah. No, but there's that one trophy where you have to do like so well in the online leaderboards.
Yeah, I feel like online would probably be your downfall.
Yeah, that's
I
the
agree,
thing. It
yeah.
has to involve that. That's why I think honestly the Gears of War stuff would be better because there's one of them. I think it was Gears of War 2 and I think 3
Or
where you
like
had to be
prestige to like level 5 in a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, but there's not a trophy for that. But
Doesn't
there's an
matter.
achievement. Well, here's the thing. There's an achievement for doing. You have to be in the top 3% or something like that in Gears of War to get all the achievements.
Yeah,
So
but
he has
if you
to fully
if
achieve
you
out.
told Andrew to prestige 5 times in Call of Duty, he will.
He would do that.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he would. There's
5
easy-
times.
Yeah,
0 to what is it? 55.
yeah. I honestly I have no.
We're
fear
like
of that.
bending the rules right now. Though. Like I was just saying, like to finish a game.
Just to beat a game. Start
Yeah,
to
you guys
finish?
are coming up with like weird.
You're
like,
also trying to think of how many. Like, think about this: if we said, "Oh, you have to beat a game," yeah, all the shooters that you don't like are 8 hours long.
Right.
You would be able to do it like that. That's not as fair. So we had to figure out a way to actually break you.
okay.
So that
Well,
would be.
there's
We're
Yeah.
on Greg here though. We're
Yeah,
waiting on Greg's wish.
I'm still thinking. Oh, Doctor Who.
Okay.
Doctor Who. What?
Good
Yeah, explain
Doctor
it. What
Who
is this
game.
Doctor Who game?
Like in the vein of Mass Effect, except it's Doctor Who, and all the different planets are the Whovian universe.
Okay. So now we need to come up with a game that Greg would not finish. It's got to be a game that has literally no emotion.
RoboCop on the E NES.
Yeah, but NES.
I think I
games are
played
short.
and beat that game a lot.
Really?
Would you go through Final Fantasy VII in the original, Greg?
Yeah,
Why
I could have finished that. I just didn't want.
Would you do it to get to the Doctor Who game?
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Okay, then that's not good.
That's what I'm saying. That's why this is so tricky, because if it's really something we really wanted, like, I don't think any of us will really be stopped. Well, we'd find a way.
Anything on PC would stop.
There's
me.
no way Greg's not playing the Doctor Who. There's no way you're not playing Final Fantasy
Guitar Freak
Remake.
brings up a good one. Ori and the Blind Forest. It needs to be an Xbox exclusive that represents everything
Yeah.
Greg hates.
Yep, true.
Every game. What's the fucking Monkey Island?
Monkey Islands are tough, man. Those will stump
Oh,
you.
Grim Fandango. Fuck.
And you
that.
can't use a guide.
No guides either.
Fuck that.
Grim
I would
Fandango
never play a
sucks.
Doctor Who game. Never. I would
I did
never.
not like Grim Fandango.
Yeah, I feel like
River
one of those
was the
old
devil.
school story puzzle games without a guide would be tough for you.
Yeah, he
Greg.
would be done. He would be like, "Fuck this! I don't want it. I don't want it anymore."
I
Like
would put it
Myst
through
or
Grim
Seventh
Fandango,
Guest
but in
or
order
something.
to,
Oh
like,
my
level
god!
up
Can you
Sunday-
imagine having him do Mist?
Oh, Myst would destroy you,
It
Greg.
would break it. Yep, that's it. It's Mist.
Myst without a
You got
guide.
it. Thank you. Good job.
Or no, what? Actually, Riven. Riven's even harder than
Riven's.
Myst.
Oh my god.
Riven's
I
even
didn't-
harder than Myst.
I don't even know what those mean. Are you spellcasting right now?
That was a great question. Thank you so much, Diclonius, for the on the spot there. Don't forget, you can do it as well, guys. Go to our Twitter, as it says right now. Tweet at the Level Up Network with hashtag on the spot, and you might be featured on our next Sunday show. All right, let's go to our final commercial break, and we're going to come back with open discussion for the last 20 minutes here.
Open discussion.
Meaning that we're going to talk amongst ourselves, and if you guys post any questions or comments in the chat, we will try to answer those as well. So hold on tight. Let's go with Buddy Doze.
But dose.
Hold on tight, Buddy Doze. We'll be back in approximately 60 seconds.
Hold it.
Oh,
Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 130. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, please make sure to hit that follow button at twitch.tv/levelupshow. We will shout you out. You'll get notifications whenever we go live. I was trying to remember the wording there. I had an aneurysm for a moment. I had a seizure. Mini one.
God.
But we did hit our follow goal, which means dance,
scary.
monkeys, dance.
Nothing
Right.
rich, no monkey.
Yeah. Put the goal.
Dane, dance.
Everybody, thank Andrew.
All right, thank you so much. Our most recent follow it actually just came in during the commercial break. That one was from Mirage Leonardo. We also had Boy Wonder, Pita Vita, and Atlas, and we had a donation tonight from Next Gen.
That's awesome.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, I
The
think
dance
honestly it
hurts
would take
my
Drew 2
elbows.
days Prestige once.
Does it become
How-
easier with each
No,
playthrough?
no, it doesn't become easier. You basically restart again.
Okay.
But I feel like once you got the hang of it, like the first few levels, you would still be getting your hang. But I think by like halfway through the first day, you would have gotten the hang of the controls and how you have to, perform in the game. And then by the second day, you would have hit Prestige 1. Like for the amount that, like how hard you game when you actually get into a game. I feel, especially now that you have the weekends, with it's
Yeah.
just you. I 100% think you could do it within a weekend.
Again, skill is a big part of it.
I disagree. That's why I
a
think
big part of prestiging?
huh?
You disagree that skill is a big part of prestiging?
Yeah, because
Isn't
you
it
can
more
still,
just time? Prestige?
If
Yeah, but
you're
the
bad,
thing is,
it just takes longer.
if you get much longer though, if
Yeah.
you're going like 2 and 10 every match, it's gonna take you a long fucking time.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, if I'm playing that much, I would hope I would get kind of good at it.
you would hope, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
Might just not be your
Then
thing,
we'll-
and you
we'll
might
never
just.
know.
I really
Just
don't
suck
feel
at
like
it
The
forever.
world will never
Like
know.
I said, that
A one?
the Lost Planet
A
one.
two? A three.
I hated that.
A three.
Anyone know what that is? No.
Yeah,
It's the
everyone
owl
knows
from
what
the
the fuck it
Tootsie
is.
Pop
Dude, I will bet
commercial.
you 90%.
What is
of
with
people
you
in
and
chat
betting
know
all
that.
tonight? No one
I'm
can bet
really
you.
into
You
gambling.
win. You're the winner, Mike. Jesus Christ, you and your gambling.
Oh man. Open discussion. All right.
We
So
already have a question.
yeah, what is
Peter
that
Vita.
question?
Winner,
How
Mike.
hard is it going to be to get the mini and Nintendo plug and play this November? Early winter, he said. Also, how much will it be? How much will the aftermarket price be? I think it won't be that hard to get.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really cool idea, and I think it's
I don't
going to
think it's gonna
sell.
sell that
but
well, though.
yeah, I don't think it's going to be like sold out, and you're going to be like searching everywhere for this thing, and you're going to see it on eBay for $200. Like, I don't think that's
I
going
think
to
you'll be
happen.
fine.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
it'll
they'll be
fine.
like on the end caps at Target. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walking. and
Because I feel like
grabbing
they're going to overproduce it.
I think it's a
feel like
great
they're
idea, though.
overestimating how many people will actually buy it.
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
100% getting
Are you?
it. Yeah.
them. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get it.
That's a fun little thing to have.
I'm debating, honestly. I don't know if I'm going to get it because I've been wanting a reason to do like a Raspberry Pi kit for a while.
No
And-
reason. They're weird and
Huh?
ugly.
No, but you can actually do a Raspberry Pi and do the exact same.
I'm
Like people
so
have put up
confused. Do you want a
schematics.
Raspberry Pi kit?
What's a Raspberry Pi?
I
kit?
just want to see
Sorry.
where this goes. Just
Yeah.
let it happen.
What?
This is the best.
I have no idea. Peter Vita's
happening?
surprised that we think that way. I don't know. I just don't think it's
Yeah, I
gonna
don't think
be
it's gonna sell that well at all. I think it's gonna be one of those things where they're getting like, this is the greatest thing, and then you're gonna, like you said, it's gonna be.
Oh,
on
I
the
think it's
end
gonna
caps
sell.
of-
I think it's gonna sell well. I
Yeah.
just think they're gonna have
right.
a lot of
I
them.
think they're gonna overproduce.
They're gonna be
it.
able to shit these things out. Like it's,
Yeah, it's not like a.
right.
Is nobody
I don't
else
know.
curious as to what the hell a Raspberry Pi kit is?
I know what it is.
Oh, yeah, we
I
all-
just was hoping there would be a discussion.
Is it a
But, like,
kit
people
for
put,
making
like-
Raspberry Pi?
Yeah,
I know what a Raspberry.
but there's like schematics, and it's like $45.
You can build.
Is it an emulator?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, okay.
it's basically a way. It's a mini computer, and you
Oh,
can
okay.
have it do different things. People do it to
Oh,
automate
I
their
thought it was
house.
like
It's
a
very
Raspberry,
ugly.
like when you blow.
Yeah, they're
on
really
someone's
goofy looking, but
skin.
Nobody
there have
wants
been like like examples of people that have done it, and it's like I don't know why people are getting excited. Like I've done this with all these extra points.
Pita Vita gets us very well. He says, "I bet it's going to be tough to get around the holidays."
Because the same reason, I mean, you could do it on your PC right now. You can emulate all those games. Doesn't matter. It's a fun little thing that everything's right there for you already.
Guys,
New question.
Not everybody likes that kind of shit. Like
games. Which game?
No, I know. That's why I've been debating.
Wait, Greg,
we're
they're still discussing.
I think it'd be a fun project to do. Like I like crafting shit.
Sure.
I'm over it.
Go ahead, Greg.
Kids asked us if you.
Oh, I'm over it. Nope.
Okay, suck on my balls. If you could work with games, which game company would you work for and why? Well,
We've actually had this as in one spot before.
We'll start off with Drew. Drew, you go first.
Oh God! As much as I would want to say Naughty Dog, I think it's got to be Square Enix.
Really?
Yeah, because they make Final Fantasy, dude. I just want to be a part of that. I want to have a say in what Final Fantasy is going to be.
What do you want to do there?
I want to be creative director on the next Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Like I want to be in control of where that series goes.
Cool.
Wow, that's a lot.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah. Like
Mike, you're up.
Me?
Yeah. Okay.
Blizzard or Gearbox? I'm not sure.
I feel like Blizzard more so.
No, I feel like Gearbox. I feel like Blizzard would be fun, but I feel like it's a little bit more structured. I feel like Gearbox is really that stereotypical game company where you see like the guys like having fun and just trying to bounce ideas off of each other and everything. I feel Gearbox. I think I would feel at home with.
Pita Vida, I don't speak Japanese, but hypothetically.
Ni hao. Dean, you're up.
I would say
Sucker Punch.
I would say either Sony Santa Monica or Sucker Punch.
Nice.
I would like to be the concept artist. That's always been something I really wanted to do.
That's a cool idea. I like that.
Yeah, I would go probably Santa Monica just because they typically work on like the God of War stuff, and that's like some of the most like creatively, just like seems like fulfilling stuff to like get to sketch out like gods and monsters and all these like crazy big environments. That would be really cool.
That's kind of what Buddy Doe said. He said, I would love to do the concept art for monsters and characters in Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, exactly. Same idea.
And
cool job.
Easy would pick Telltale because I want to get that company on fucking track and not have them do 17 seasons.
Would you be like the story director? Because I feel like you appreciate
No,
story.
I would run the company and I'd be like, listen, motherfuckers. Yeah, we have these awesome ideas, but this is what's happening. We're doing Wolf Among Us Season 2 before we do anything else. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Gearbox, they didn't do as well with Battleborn, but I don't think they're hurting.
But the question was, which company could you work for?
Right.
Not run the company.
But more so, even on the idea, they're not hurting. Like they don't have like limited funds. So
if you worked for Telltale and you couldn't run the company, what would you want to do there?
I would still work for Telltale. I would want to be one of the actors with the CGI. I think I could do emotion really well because it's very easy to cry.
Yeah, I could see you doing that for sure. You're a very animated fellow.
Got a lot of physicality to you.
You do. Real limber guy.
Real limber.
I would say gangly.
Gangly's the way to go.
I love that word. Is that a real word?
That is a word, yeah. It's not a positive word, though.
Guys, leave a question.
He's taking it back.
Buddy Dose asks, what games do you guys think deserve a remaster and a remaster that has not been announced already yet?
Very good question.
Infamous 1.
That's a good answer. Very good
Ooh,
answer.
that's a very good answer.
Can we just get both of them?
Why not both? Yeah, why not?
He said
two?
which game? I don't know. I just picked one.
I mean, it's a good answer, but I mean, like at this point, just
I
give me
picked
both.
one specifically because I think the story in 1 is better.
Yeah.
And I've liked.
I disagree. I think 2 is better.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I like the enemies in 1 better.
I think more so it was a surprise at the end.
I think 1 has a better twist. Yeah.
I thought the story overall was better personally in 1. I like 2. 2 obviously had better gameplay, but I thought the creatures, like some of the like monsters that spring up later in the game in 1, just the enemy diversity in general in the first one I thought was better.
Yeah, because you had like the different people that got powers and everything, and how they chose to use them in the different.
But
sections
I
of
would
the city.
I would definitely want the collection because I love Infamous 2.
Yeah.
As a game, I love 2 better.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten that yet.
I'm surprised too. Yeah.
Me too.
Like I really don't understand. Like, do they not know how many people like that game? Like, I'm really confused at why they like with all the other things that they're remastering. Like, why not give us this at this point?
Now, when we say remaster, do we just mean like HD-ifying?
Yeah, I feel like HD maybe fixed some issues that they had in previous. Like, I don't know anything offhand,
I mean, if
but
they
like
could
if there
do
was any control
a
schemes that
remaster,
like a remake,
Infamous 1 and 2, and use like the
Second Son's graphics and shit.
Yeah, like the engines they use, and like the physics engines for Second
Yeah.
Son. Yeah. that
See,
was-
like when I hear remastered, though, I think same assets, just like better textures. Like I don't
What
think
they did
like
with Uncharted.
yeah, what they did with Uncharted, what they did with Final Fantasy X,
well,
Metal
it
Gear
depends,
Solid.
I guess, because I guess
Yeah,
I
times
guess
that,
what
like,
I'm thinking.
I mean,
would
this
be
is all
like a
hypothetical.
remake.
Remake.
So
You're
time-
thinking remake, yeah.
Right, so time's not an issue. That's the only reason why I immediately go to the...
I honestly can't think of one because every series that I've wanted to be remastered has been remastered.
getting
Kingdom
remastered.
Hearts, Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid, Shadow of the
Yeah.
Colossus, like Uncharted. Like the only one that hasn't really is Infamous. That's really the
Yeah.
only one I can think of. Off the top of my
Remake
head.
or remaster, I would pick Infamous one.
Greg's gonna say Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 1 and 2.
Okay,
pretty
that's a
good
good
one.
answer.
Cool with that.
It's a pretty good
At
one.
least it's
I love
different.
those games. Yeah, I like.
There's
those
a lot
games.
they could tighten up there too that would make those games infinitely even more better.
Infinitely even more better. Yes.
So that's correct.
I would like to see a retexturing and a redesign of Super Mario 64.
Okay.
You know, like imagine it, because it's still, honestly, if you play the game, it still plays
I would like
really
to
well.
retexture, but not redesign. I think the design's perfect.
Like, I'm just, there's like retexture, like just, again, rework exactly what it had, just with current gen graphics.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
I was just playing it again. It's perfect. Like when you compare that to GoldenEye, it's funny. GoldenEye is trash now, but like Super Mario 64 is still fun. Like if it looked better, it would still like ridiculously.
It's crazy that how many remasters have been done because every time I think like, oh, this one, I'm like, oh, it's already been done. Like I just saw Wind Waker. Wind Waker be created. It's like, oh shit, that was already remastered.
Right.
Like they've hit like so many remasters
Rick
already.
had a
Crisis
good one
is
with
pretty good.
Dead Space. Dead Space I never played. I would play that.
That's a good answer. I like that answer. How about you, Greg? Do you have any?
Just Star Wars is the only one I thought
Just
of.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Was there any other questions, Greg, that you saw?
No, I yelled at everybody in the chat room though. So I told
Yeah.
them.
Why?
So
Question
everyone
or cut?
questions.
Yeah, Infamous is really the only one left on my list.
They did the Infamous collection with 1 and 2 on PS3, but that doesn't really count.
Diclonius, when was the last
Yeah,
time
it's
you
just
tried
like
to
a
play GoldenEye?
Repackaging.
Yeah.
Because we did. and
GoldenEye's
it's not
trash
good.
now.
It is trash.
It's
honestly.
almost unplayable.
And I was the one that fought for it in most influential games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the only ones because but like I even had to agree like yeah, it's bad. Like
I think
you
you
can't
reveal
play
the
it.
one.
Huh?
Guys, I have
Probably
another
but you can't, it's honestly almost unplayable at this point.
Yeah.
Paging
Castlevania would be
the
good.
gentleman
Perfect Dark's
of the
better.
Level Up Show. Another question for you. Johnny Poolside would like to know, where is everyone's favorite place to shop for clothes?
Coles.
Coles.
Yeah.
Really?
Coles, yeah.
Yeah, they're not too expensive. They get what I need.
Mm,
I'm not
depends
too
on-
picky.
Depends on what I'm going.
You
for.
gotta
If I'm
agree
going
with
with
that
the
as well.
more pricey stuff, Express.
Yeah, I know you were Express guy.
Ooh, you
Well, you
nailed
have to
mine.
fucking look like you to shop at Express. They don't make any clothes that like
That's
fit.
true.
No, we can actually
Anybody
fit in them.
broader
I mean,
or bigger,
like
dude.
now
That's
that
actually
that
why
lets me-
I shop at Express.
can
Is they're one of the
fit
few
in
that
them
actually
now.
has slim fit clothes that fits me.
Yeah,
I could fit in them, but now that looking like a total douchebag.
No,
They don't fit, dude. Look at my
I have
arms. Look at my
two.
shoulders.
Yeah.
I will burst the seams through those shirts.
You're beautiful.
No,
They're like baby clothes.
I don't know. They
Oh,
changed.
beast.
I don't know the last time we were in there. I used to not be able to at all.
It's
And I went
fucked
in
up,
there
dude. Not
last
in a long
weekend.
time, to be fair.
Yeah, I went there last weekend because we were at the outlets and
Them
I've
H&M
got a
and like
couple
Urban
things.
Outfitters. I just had a couple of shirts. I'm like, what the fuck?
H&M
is
is the
this,
worst.
Ugh.
But H&M also changed from what they
The
used
threads
to
were
be.
like
so
spinning
just-
apart on my body. I was like,
Right.
what's happening
So
here?
just to clarify, Drew said Coles or Express. Mike
Coles
said,
is mine.
Dean said Coles, and then Mike, what was yours?
Oh, depends on what I'm getting. Michael Kors.
Ooh,
friggin',
okay. What do I get? 60%
Van
off
Houston.
there or something?
Michael Kors.
But like if I'm going like basic Gap, Old Navy. No, not Old Navy. They kind of changed too. I don't know.
I
do
order
Kohl's,
shirts
and
on-
you
I
gotta
order
get that
some shirts
motherfucking
online.
Kohl's cash. I'll tell you that much.
Macy's. I do a lot of Macy's stuff.
The Clooney says Express, but they hardly have good deals. That's because I shop there literally one day a year, and it's Black Friday.
Yeah, I was gonna say Black
when
Friday.
everything is 50% off. That's the only day I shop at
Cranborn
Express.
84. What's up? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
bud.
I have another question for you. Peter Vita would like to know, what's your favorite old school video game?
What is considered old school? How
Yeah.
far back are we going?
Peter Vita, you have to expand your question in the chat room.
I would say 16-bit.
I was gonna say.
Or
Well, I was
under.
gonna say 64. Like 64.
Yeah, see,
PS1
I think
back.
when I think old school, I think Super Nintendo
Yeah,
or,
I get
or
that.
older.
I'm okay with that.
Personally.
I'm thinking Super Mario Brothers 3.
I probably would say Chrono Trigger.
Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah, that's mine.
Super Mario World. Or Super
See,
Mario
I
Bros.
actually
3.
know what's funny. It's like I got World thinking I would want it over Super Mario Bros. 3, and I kind of am regretting that. And not because I don't like World, but I'm like, if I was going to get one, I think I would actually rather have 3. That's just my personal
Super
opinion.
Mario Brothers
have-
3 is probably my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
I have
So
another
yes.
question for you guys in the chat room. The Wolfie would like to know, would you still get the remake of Final Fantasy if it was turn-based combat?
Oh yeah.
Wait, say that again?
If Final
Would
Fantasy
you still
VII
get the
was
remake of Final
turn-based.
Fantasy if it was turn-based combat?
If it was turn-based, I would be totally okay with that. I
Yeah.
was, at the beginning, hoping it would be turn-based because then it would be a faithful remake. I'm open to what they're doing. I understand that they want to be different because if you're just remaking the same game exactly, you got really nothing to be surprised with, and it might actually get a little boring. So I'm okay with what they're doing, but I totally would have been okay with turn-based, and I might have welcomed it, actually. So...
Rick wants to know, Greg, when is #Indie coming back? Rick, suck on my balls. Buddy Joe says, favorite
God.
Legend of Zelda game, anyone? Mine will always be Wind Waker and Minish Cap. Mine's probably Wind Waker, too. I love the fuck out of Wind Waker.
Greg, did you say where you buy clothes? Did you answer?
For clothes? Yeah,
Yeah.
Kohl's. I said, you got to get that Kohl's cash, boo-boo.
Oh,
It's
that's
free
right, you
money.
did say that.
Yeah, man.
Free money.
I get some shirts online.
I'm all about Macy's, but it's the same idea as Kohl's.
Oh, I can never shop for stuff I'm going to wear online. That freaks me out.
It does too. Only like superhero shirts and stuff I'll see, or like stuff like like level up stuff or like stuff like that. I like to support and stuff. I get shirts like that online.
I shop a lot for other people's clothes online, if that makes sense. Just 'cause,
Crane
like,
Horn,
they don't pay
glad you watched the video. I would definitely recommend getting to a Best Buy. It's worth
Are
trying
you
out.
still thinking about doing that? Or are you just being like, fuck it, I don't care anymore?
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm coming down on it.
I don't. You know what's funny is like I was actually almost annoyed. I'm like, and it was more so. It's not like at you. It's just more so like, why would you not? It's more confusion. Like, I get that you don't think you're going to like it, but why not?
What's a food you don't like?
Huh?
Humor me. What's a food you don't like?
There's actually not that much anymore.
Just
I
pick
really,
one.
I really don't know of anything.
Lima beans.
Anything.
No, I'm fine.
There are
Lima
foods you
beans.
don't like.
I know,
Name one.
but I'm literally drawing a blank because there's not many. There's really.
Lima beans.
Say you don't like lima beans, right?
Okay.
There's this fantastic restaurant. I'm like, but the lima beans here are great. You're like, I don't fucking like
But
lima
see,
beans.
I'm not like that. That's the problem. Is that
You're not gonna want
that's, but no, but that's
Right?
that's and maybe
Correct.
that's the problem. Is that the difference is I would go and be like, all right, I'll see how it is, and if I don't like it, I'll
You
be like,
want
fuck
it.
this forever.
But you
I just
wouldn't.
love-
No, I
Wait,
wouldn't.
you-
Honestly, ask anybody. I used to hate
Hold on a
olives. I used to
second.
hate
You'll
feta
have your
cheese.
turn. If
my
you
God.
would
Everything.
humor me. If this food
this.
you detested, that shit made you nauseous. You do not like it and you know it. You go to a restaurant, someone's like, but these ones are good. You're gonna be like, they make me sick. I don't like them.
But
I
that's
already
like-
know it.
But the difference to me,
You're just
I
gonna
get
argue
that.
to argue
No,
now.
no, I'm really not. I don't
Rebuttal.
honestly because no, seriously, I don't get it because you have tried lima beans before in this case,
I'm
right?
crying. I'm crying.
We are.
All right. So you've tried and you know you don't like the taste of them.
fucking
This is not like a
crazy.
hey, listen, we know that you don't like VR because you've tried it before, but try this VR. You've never tried VR before.
Everyone-
PSVR.
Yeah, because I have no interest in it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's to me, it's like I would if I had a feeling I wasn't going to like something, and I'd be like, man, everybody's talking about it.
That's the mistake
I think
you're
I
making,
want
though.
to. I want to see if
just
I'm
wanna
just
point out to everybody
nuts,
that's
and there's a
listening in the
reason
chat
I don't
room,
like it, or
they're arguing about
am
lima
I
beans.
just if I am I am I just not liking the
I'm
idea
going to
of
answer
it?
your question because you said you don't get why. There's two reasons why. One,
God.
I don't care if I'm nuts or not, and you know that.
There's two
But like,
reasons.
what if you like it? That's my thing. It's like I feel
Doesn't
like the
it here's the thing about the VR thing though.
I'm crying. I'm crying.
It's the idea of like the whole
wrong with
process
you
of it,
two?
dude. It's like I don't want to be in the helmet. I don't want to be this and like immersive.
so you
thing.
kind of
You don't
want
wanna
to
be the
like
Batman?
it.
I don't
no,
want
but
to.
you don't
I
want
don't
to
want
like
to
it.
like. It's not that I don't want to like it. No, you're putting words in my mouth.
No, that's
I don't
that's
want to
all.
have peripherals. I don't want to put on this fucking face mask to play a game. The whole situation that you need to get into VR is not what I want when I play video games. What I like to do when I play video games is relax. I come home, I sit on the couch, I look at my TV, and I play the game. I don't want to gear up. I don't want to be all immersed in this world and feel what's going on. I don't want to feel that kind of shit. I just want to look.
I'm
and
just
play.
confused. Why we're a gaming talk show and we're talking about lima beans?
Words.
That's my answer to the question because you asked it before, but like I don't care.
It's just one of the
It's
things.
simple.
Maybe I just won't ever get it. I just
It's
like,
not-
like I
there's
said, I
nothing
don't
to
get
get.
it.
From GFN 2112, he would like to know what boss fight has disappointed you the most in a video game.
We talked about that. as well.
Uncharted usually gets that pretty right.
That wasn't on the spot here too.
Yeah, Uncharted's never been very good with boss battles, unfortunately.
Mine
I think
was-
4 had the best one.
Yeah.
But-
oh, for sure, 4 definitely had the best one.
And 2
the
was
reboot of-
okay.
Mine was
but-
the reboot of Tomb Raider. Just to play such a fantastic game.
No,
all the
that
way
was
through.
that was a bad boss battle.
And
Well,
then
the last
to end
level.
that boss
Yeah.
battle literally by hitting X, that
Yeah.
was like the worst. That was the worst.
And
I
it
have
was
to
like
say,
super quick too.
it's kind of a weird
Yeah.
one for me to say, but Final Fantasy X also disappoints me because the final boss isn't actually the final boss. You fight a boss before him, which is actually the one that is tough and hard to defeat, and then you go to the final boss who literally can't kill you. You have auto revive for some reason. I don't know why they decided to do that in the game, but you literally can't die in the final boss battle in Final Fantasy X, and it completely like destroyed the sense of urgency and fear that you normally have in that final battle in Final Fantasy. It's like, why am I suddenly like able to revive no matter what? Weird.
So let me ask you a question real quick. If they had a game that was, the whole idea built up to, this guy, you never see him actually do anything.
Uh-huh.
But he exudes all this power for some reason that you don't really know. And the same situation happened where you fight the one guy that's protecting him, and he's this big hulking guy and takes forever to kill. And then you get to the real guy and you find out that he was really just weak and he was just talking a big game the whole time. Would that bother you as much?
It depends on how it was framed throughout the game. I guess.
With the idea that the last boss battle, is it getting you out of the mindset of, okay, this is the last boss battle, it's supposed to be really big, and then you're let down because it's not big, or would you just be like, okay, that was a cool part of the story?
Do
you get what I'm getting at?
I get what you're saying, and that happens in Final Fantasy, I would say, a few times actually. It depends. In some ones it bothers me, in some others it doesn't. Like, I usually like that Final Fantasy is all about, like, you think you're fighting the final boss and then they throw this other thing at you afterwards. It's like, where'd this shit come from? But it's kind of a trope of Japanese RPGs that you come to enjoy in a way. It's like a charm.
I guess always love the many forms. It's like, oh, you're gonna fight this human that's maniacal, wants to take over the world, and then the next form is Octopussy, and then I'm like, what? Like, how did that turn into that?
Well, great. It's more so the idea. Like, I wasn't sure if Drew just didn't like the idea of getting up to the last boss and then being let down because it wasn't a good fight, or if it was just like a poorly.
Yeah, I think that with Yevon in Final Fantasy X, the disappointment is that it's the final boss. You should feel like, oh shit, like if I die, I'm going to go back like 2 hours right now and have to do this all over again. Like, that's usually how Final Fantasy ends. It's like, I got to get this, or I'm losing a lot of time here and I got to do it all over again. And
some terrible boss battles in Kingdom Hearts.
Tobes brings up a really good one. Unalesca. The reason Unalesca sucks so much is because when Final Fantasy X first came out on PS2, you couldn't skip cutscenes, and the cutscene before Unalesca is like 20 minutes long. And she's really hard to defeat, so you have to watch that 20-minute cutscene like really 5 times.
There's quite a few in Kingdom Hearts I did not like at all. The last one was annoying as shit, where it just keeps coming back and changing and changing and changing like 8 times. And then there was, what was the other one, Greg? Ursula,
when she turns into the giant form.
So fucking annoying.
Yeah,
dude.
that is an annoying one. Yeah. I think this is going to have to be the final question, but I just wanted to say really quick to Rick. The inside ending, I'm trying not to think about it, to be honest with you, because it just brings down the game, in my opinion. The game is awesome, and like Limbo, it just has this ending that just kind of doesn't mean anything. It's just...
I liked Limbo's ending. I thought it was really cool.
Limbo's ending, I talked about this on the stream. Limbo's ending is cool for about 10 seconds. And then you're like, oh, there's not more to it than that?
Right, I get that.
It's like this cool moment where you're like, oh shit.
Did you ever play it?
It's a loop. He's in Limbo.
So the whole point of the game is you're trying to find your sister or something like that, and you go through the whole thing, and you go through everything in the entire game. And then all of a sudden, at the very end, after you go through all these puzzles and tribulations and all these things, you end up right where you started the game, where you wake up, you get yourself up after
the game's a loop. You're in
limbo. So it's actually really. I thought
it's clever for about 10 seconds, and then you're just pissed off. And that's the same with Inside. It's like you're like, oh yeah, awesome, and then you're like, wait, what? No. And then you do the secret ending. You're like, oh, this is gonna give me more. Oh shit, no.
But do you know what, like, the thing I haven't played it, but I heard, like, some people are kind of confused with, like, what the game is even about.
It's entirely ambiguous, and it's completely up to you to figure out what the game's all about. I don't like shit
like that. I think I might be alone in that. Some people seem to like
I like ambiguous endings. This one is too ambiguous.
Mm-hmm. I don't like ambiguous endings at all.
What bothers me the most...
Did you like... just a question on that. Do you like Inception?
I don't like that it ends like that now.
Oh, really? See, I like that. That's a good ambiguous ending.
Because I love the conversation.
A lot of people do, and I don't. I've never been one who was like, "Oh, it's cool." I get to I don't want to fucking decide. you wrote the story, finish it.
A bit of ambiguity, and this is kind of spoiler territory for Inside. I don't think they ever imply why the fuck is this kid going through all this. Right. Like, he just drops down off this like little cliff at the beginning, and then you go through the whole game, and you never as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, in the comments on the inside on the YouTube when you get it. But why is this kid going through all this? Where did he come from? Like,
Right.
what's the point of this game? Like, I don't think they ever give you any inkling to why you're going through
Does
all
that
this.
matter though for the message that's trying to
Yes,
send?
it does to me.
Okay.
It's just like, this is the kid you're playing as.
makes
Like,
sense,
I
yeah.
understand that he might just be the vessel for telling the story,
Right,
but
but
the
that's
game
it.
doesn't really tell a story.
Okay.
So
Right.
No, that's what I
It
was
just-
just question. Like, if it's, sometimes that's fine.
it's all environmental. The game
Okay.
tells the story entirely through the environment, which is cool. I love that in Journey. Journey's entirely told through the environment, just a little bit too less. Like
Is
in
it
this,
worth
like
my
I needed
time,
more.
Drew?
So that's
Cool.
my opinion on it. Still love the game. I think it's one of the best games I played this year. Puzzle wise, animation wise, polish, just everything about it was great. I just think they could have done a little bit better job with giving us a more satisfying feeling of closure.
How about the
And to
puzzles?
end the night on this question, your average psych would like to know, Greg, who do you think would win out of you guys in a Jello wrestling match? I'm easily gonna throw my answer out there without hesitation to Dean because he scares me.
And that's going to be it for us, guys.
Appreciate that.
All right, let's go into special thanks real quick before we wrap up here.
DJ
Is it gonna
said
be
you guys
T.
are
Martin
great.
again?
No, it's not going to be T. Martin again. That was funny, though.
DJ said you guys are great. Keep being awesome. Thanks.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you,
DJ.
DJ.
Thank you so much to our top donators. They are the Chris MX, Henry DJP, Hids, Tobes29340, Kelly Jellyfish, YT Gamers, Johnny Poolside, Ty Spin, Your Average Psych, and our top donator is DragonCon with $400.
Such an awesome guy.
Subscribers are the 9 Fox, Greg Verga, Johnny Poolside, DeLone Gunman, Bass023S, Tobes29340, Vatak, GameKiller305, Your Average Psych, Guitar Freak 12345, Tyspin, Girl That Games, Kelly Jellyfish, Abtist, KP 2.0, Hids, and NextGen99. Oh, sorry, and Muto Crystallis. We also have our patrons. They are Puss-Filled Scab, Tyspin, BMC Music, TX Puck, DragonCon, Mark Conklin, Alex Bustos98, Lionhammer, Guitar Freak 12345, Bass023S, Tobes29340, Ginkgo Swag, Dan P. Hush, Tempest Moriendi, Kelly Jellyfish, Chris Taylor, Girl That Games, Derek Sunday, and Muto Crystallis, and NextGen99. And finally, our moderators, they are Johnny Poolside, The 9 Fox, TX Puck, GFN2112, Ghost Games, and Guitar Freak 12345. Our followers from tonight. We just had another one, or actually a refollow. That one came from Mirage Leonardo 84. We also had Boy Wonder, Pita Vita, Atlas, and a donation tonight from NextGen of $10.
Awesome.
Thank you, Next Gen.
Thank you so much, NextGen. On the road to that new studio camera.
Roads. And don't forget, we're building a computer next week. What time are we doing it? Like 3?
Yeah, I think like 3 whenever you get home from work, right? And can you get the stuff over here? We'll keep you
Everything's here.
informed. Keep an eye on our Twitter, but it's going to be Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock-ish when we build the PC.
Yeah. Everything's here.
Yep.
We just have to set up.
Oh, yeah, you know, I was going to say we
place to
should
build.
show off the rest of the stuff, but that's fine. We ran out of time.
Yeah, we ran out of
I
time.
forgot about that. I was going to say that should do that on
It's
the
nothing
topic.
great. It's exciting.
No, it's like all the exciting
It's a
parts
hard
we have.
drive and a power
Besides
supply.
the box. The box is kind of pretty.
What box? Oh, the tower.
Yeah.
Also, quick, Greg kind of brought it up, but Greg is not doing hashtag in day until his schedule clears up. Work is just too busy for you right now, right, Greg?
Correct.
All right, so Mondays are going to be free for the foreseeable future, but we still have Mike on Tuesdays with Trash Talk Tuesday. Dean is back.
Yeah. We're going to have the new show
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're doing it.
he'll give you some more information maybe in the week.
We're just going to do it and see what happens.
All right.
Okay.
And then Thursday and Friday are off for the most part unless there's a random stream. Saturday is usually going to be a stream from me. You might see me randomly in like the afternoon, like I did Inside this weekend multiple times. You'll continue to see streams like that from me over the weekends. And then Sunday, of course, is a Level Up show at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
And Power Up is coming back tomorrow.
Yes, it sure is.
There you go.
It'll be up tomorrow at 2 p.m. for you guys.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you so much for watching tonight, guys. Thank you so much for the support. We'll see you throughout the week. Until next time, take care. And as always, don't forget to level up.
eh? Yeah, 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 yeah. Shalababa-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sheep-a-bop, sheep-a-boop-a-bop, sheep-a-bop, sheep-a-boop-a-bop, sheep-a-da. Sheep.
Boot-dee-da-boot-doo.
Sheep-a-doo.
Wow, now, wow, Later, guys. Take care. Level up. Hey, Level Uppers. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to check out our other content, please do.
Like your favorite superhero podcast, Power Up, right here.
or for everything PlayStation. It only does PlayStation right there.
For movies, television, and Netflix, check out the Lights Up Show down this way.
And for the latest episode of our gaming talk show, The Level Up Show, go right there. But most importantly, please don't forget to subscribe right there.
Nailed it.
We did it.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was good.
Which one do you think they'll click on?
I think Level Up Show,
Probably.
obviously.
Hopefully, all of
It
them.
only does
Yeah.
PlayStation.
I would like if they watched them all, I think.
That would be
Lights
cool.
Up is new, though. I think they should definitely check that out.
Lights Up's a new one. Power Up's always a
running
new
about
one.
7-8 seconds now.
Yeah.
We're
Well, you think they've clicked on something?
we're still here, so no.
I think they should.
We
Did
should
you
give them
click
a little
on?
bit
Did you
more.
click on something?
Click on something, guys.
We need to go.
The hell are you?
I'm gonna give it
waiting
3
for?
seconds.
Watch
We have
all
things
of
to
them.
do.
Three.
Just click.
Stare them down.
Two.
Stare them down until they do it.
1.
Ah!